Okay. Welcome back to the Cryptic Cabal. No longer Monster and Monday, however, it will be still released on Mondays. They are now the Tuesday Terrors, as we are switching officially to Tuesday. As this video will officially be going out in January, we are currently bringing back all three campaigns. If you haven't watched them, I recommend checking them out, mostly to laugh at them and enjoy more sensible campaigns, as our Monster Monday group is very much chaos incarnate. And they will be proving that now that they've been one-upped in unfortunate values. So, with that, let's get right into the game. What happened last time? Well, a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, which was like June or July, we had just arrived in Moors, with the party having taken up residence in one of the businesses, an inn owned by the village eater himself. And actually, I believe the inn's also called the village eater. With the help of disguised Wara, uh, disguised, air quotes, as the Prince of Pride, the party managed to convince the village eater to rent them a room while they were able to get a little bit of investigating going on and also do a little bit of new teammate hunting. As the party came in, not having or having lost a May, their local hag and spellcaster of the party. As the party, though, found themselves in Moors in this inn, not only were they given a new compatriot in the form of what the party assumes at this point, oh, well, actually, sorry, no, they were outright told, never mind, was told is a dragon in their kobold or dragonkin disguise. I believe, and remind me again, Nara, you're a copper dragon, right? Or is it bronze?
Yes, I'm a copper dragon for now.
Okay, perfect. Yes. And with the party having met Nara, having brought her in, and then spending the rest of session gathering information within the inn, learning from a few snowbeards that Nara managed to drink under the table, and a few of what will look like Triton-like individuals, I believe. Oh no, they were underwater elves. That's what they were. That the are also were able to give the party a little bit more information. However, after party managed to gather as much as they could, they were still in a toss-up on what they wanted to do next, with the crew of the party finally hatching, in air quotes, because I don't know if you would call this hatching in a sense, but that's the party would turn their 12 Frost Giant crew members into Hylonian lawful slotty creatures. Once they finally hatched, and after discovering what the little group of 12 was capable of, the party themselves decided at that point to begin looking into the potential two quests. One that were the Slotty Hunters, I believe was the Frog Slaying Mercenary Corps, and I believe the other one was Lieutenants of Ignavia, which had caught the party's attention. However, at the end of session, or rather by the end of session, the party had yet to decide on what they wanted to do, and after finally coming to the realization that regardless, they would like to go out and look around the town, we come back to, I'm just pulling my dates here, the year supposedly 65,008, an unknown month, and an unknown day. The current time in Moors is at least 6 hours since the party's arrival, from what they can tell. We return back as Captain Azurus seemingly gives a bit of a spiel, a couple of orders to the crew. Crew. It's mostly you three and then the 12 Hyolonians. As he gives an explanation of a plan to investigate the rest of the town and gather any other information on any potential leads, the items that you guys need to get out, or any other potential loopholes to escape. He plans to, as he mentions, that he is going to take the 12 Hylonians out into the desert for some training, as he wants to get them ready for potential combat coming up. And as he is the only one here who has experience with training crews and running full military tactics. He sees no reason to bother the three of you and rather give you the day off. Although you do see that Vicaret is being dragged along with him.
Ah.
As they kind of, or as Captain Azurus finishes up giving his have speech, an explanation for the day, and gives a light bow, gives a nod, kind of leans his hat forward, and then starts to head out of the room, leaving the three of you inside the Village Eaters Inn, in this beautiful room that's still kind of morphing around you. The room Wara had been staying in, of course, having now vanished, now just a plain solid marble wall once more. But as Vicaret, the captain, and the 12 Hylonian crew members head out of the town and out to the, not far out into the desert, but within eyeshot, you lot are left there. What would you like to do?
Well, I left some supplies back home. I think it's time we talk to the man in charge here.
Hmm, I
What a,
suppose.
you remember your bits and bobs?
We're going shopping?
I suppose I mostly want to get the things we left behind. Your shield,
Eh,
my scythe, the orbs, my fucking scales.
yeah, my shield was useless because the magic got sucked out of it.
Yes, we got you a new one, remember?
Yeah.
I know it's been a few weeks.
Yeah, we
Was
didn't
that
pick it
earlier?
up.
Right. I imagine it's harder to get here, but sending things. Well, imagine it's hard to get out of here, but getting things here is probably not that difficult.
Yeah, but like you
As
said,
long as
getting things out of here, we have to send a message out to have things sent here.
Yeah,
plain a message is a little bit easier than like plain or leaping. It's just it might show up a little bit garbled.
I
At
know
least in my
just
Leave
who
that
to
stuff
talk
to
to.
you two.
also it's pretty expensive, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong,
No, you're
wife.
100% correct. Well, yeah, that's a safe assumption, anyways. Plane magic is like unheard of. It's like travel between planes is limited to mainly artifacts that are like Clouded Age and older. The spells to even contact to another plane without having like a pact with a creature, rarely heard of. Now, Nara, you're old enough, and so back in your day when you were in the mortal plane, a little more common, just more like high-ranking society would have these items, not commoners or adventurers.
Mhm. Okay.
Well, the
Yeah.
items that we left behind, I think, are worth potentially haggling over. If nothing else, I think I might be able to supply entertainment and curiosity. I am. I think I was the oldest thing on that planet for a while.
Oh,
Yeah, hard to say.
I gingerly prod the slatty with my tail.
I squish.
As I say, he has his scales are very soft, the ones that have kind of grown in.
You're a lot softer than I would expect an ancient slatty.
Well, what can I say? I spent some time contemplating.
Do you exfoliate?
I think back.
By choice.
Yes, yes, I did. Actually, it was entirely voluntary, believe it or not.
Cuts
The
back to
more
the
you
clothing.
know.
Good.
Uh, you mean back to May literally shredding
No,
his fucking scales off of him?
yeah, him pulling them out behind the shed so you guys could get that one shopkeep to use them to make something. Yeah.
Yep. That's why I want to get it. Now with my damn scales back.
Mm-hmm. Um, but as the three of you kind of find yourselves in the room, it seems to slowly adjust as you kind of mention this, and kind of seems to be shrinking down slowly as the door widens and then finally kind of slightly opens up. Uh, and you see kind of a waitress walking past. She looks at you a lot with a little bit of an eyebrow raised, a tray full of food and drinks, and just kind of continues on her way as she stop or after a moment, heading into another room and vanishing behind a door.
All right. Well,
Hmm.
do you have a lead on anybody we talk to, or do we talk to the village eater?
Nara, give me a knowledge local if you have it.
Hold on a second.
No
What are
worries.
my skills at again?
If you're using World Anvil,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Can I
Mm-hmm.
can I spin a gather information instead?
Sure, I'll take that.
Okay.
See what you
I'm
go.
sorry to say, everyone, but the
Yeah.
Nara is a downgrade in a lot of ways from May.
Every character's got their own
Hey, I
spice.
rolled decent.
22, nice. Yeah, so as you think, with the idea in mind, kind of comes, there's two places that come to mind. I mean, of course, you could have asked Glutoro, the village eater who runs the inn, because, I mean, he was well informed and has been kind of a main point of contact for you pretty much your entire time down here. But as you think about the Church of Ella Ugbo might be a good place to start. They're very charitable to those who typically don't mean to be down here, meaning those who aren't actually dead. And are typically very often willing to open up their doors to feed the hungry and the weak. Um, the other one that catches your mind is the Tunnel Right Salvatoris shop, ran by Veshtal. Supposedly, a dragon kin like yourself, of sorts, who is branded with a lot of marks from her broken oaths, but she is also really famous for being an information broker all across moors.
We'll mention these three potential sources of intel.
Okay.
I go with the bechamel dragon.
Wait,
Veshtal.
three. I'm sorry. Did I space out? I heard Ella Ugbo and Vestal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
And the
then the
village
village eater
leader.
himself, yeah.
Oh, okay.
As
I was
always the
like-
source, yeah. He's because that was like the guy you guys talked to in the very beginning, so
Understood. I was like, wait, what?
yep, you're good.
Got it. Let's try the village eater first. I think because we have the Ella Ugbo's church. I imagine can offer us just about fuck all because I don't imagine that charity has very much power in hell. Or it might be the opposite because they can't actually be charitable in hell. I don't know. Doesn't sound like a good. An ancient slotty walking into a church doesn't sound like a great idea. I'm gonna be real on that one. Um, and then the the information broker is probably gonna ask for money just to talk to her, and then that diminishes our ability to pay the fucking thing that we want to get done. This guy has a vested interest in us, being around for at least a little while because he wants us to kill Pride, or the Prince of Pride, at least.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true.
So paths of least resistance. If it messes up, then I guess we'll go to El Ugbo and then the information broker.
All right.
Anybody have any deviating ideas?
I just give you a shrug.
What I
I
thought.
just do 2 thumbs up.
I just turned 45 degrees and wave at the village eater.
As you do, kind of starting to float down the hallway, the other two kind of following behind you shortly after. As the three of you kind of head into the tavern, it's somewhat busy. There's a few goers here and there that seem to be kind of enjoying some drinks quietly, eating bits and food here and there. But as you walk up to the bar, seeing Glutoro, the village eater himself, kind of working away at the mug. His kind of thick black hair around his face and his beard seems to be kind of very well kept. Like he looks like he's just gotten a nice good cut to it. Still dressed quite well and fancily as he kind of stands there cleaning the cup in his hand. Looks over at you as you call down to him and goes, "Oh, Yes, the prince's tutor. I don't think I got your name.
Oh, it's Floor Snap.
He nods at that and goes, "Ah, well, nice to meet you once more. I see you and the prince are heading out, and Nara is guessing adventuring or something else."
Well, before that, we were possessed of the prince's fancy. I make making like the grandiose gesture, still buying into the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he wanted to savor goods from the material plane, and had the vassal who sold his soul. So he didn't know how these things go. So we were looking to potentially collect. However, being in unfamiliar lands, we don't know who to purvey these services from.
Yeah, stops, puts the glass down as he wipes his hands off with the cloth and sets it off to the side. Looks at you for a second and goes, "Well, easiest option. Talk to the most recent dead. He's gonna have the easiest time getting a message across, I imagine. Beyond that, there's of course information dealer in town. You could go to the entry, probably your easiest way to get gear down. There's a couple of brokers there that even specialize in it. That'll take you, God, long trip, few months, maybe years. It could be decades, depending on. It's on the opposite side of the ring, as far as my understanding of it goes. But beyond that, that's about all I can think of. I don't have power like that myself, and I don't know many adventurers that could do it, besides a couple randoms that live out in the middle of the dunes. But I doubt you want to visit people like that." As he kind of picks
Oh,
up a thing of silverware and moves it.
no, they're crazy enough to live in the dunes. I don't think they recognize princely virtues.
No, no, no. They're like you lot, adventurers and such that wanted to see the world, kind of get a creative feel of it. Some of them, I believe, were even alive. Got stuck down. Some royal died on them. Got exiled. Just didn't want to be ruled over. Just made a home out in the middle of nowhere.
Sounds about right. I like thinking about it as like what I would classify us fully as insane.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to meet me.
Fair. He kind of looks at you and goes, "That's about the only place I can think of. I mean, I think Absalon is, he's a wizard of some sort last I checked. He might be able to cast you something, though. That's all I can think of. Beyond that, yeah, your best bet is basically the entry point. Opposite side of the ring. Find yourself there and find a broker. They're expensive, but it's not unheard of."
Let's try this wizard person first. Find that scholars are easily manipulated.
He nods at that and goes, "He's just a bit out of town. 10-minute walk, probably. Small hill. Big building with a tower. Hard to miss."
All right. Does he have any special greeting to avoid being
Mm.
paranoidly fireballed?
Well, none of you, Nara, make sure not to put on any green paint or black paint. You should be fine. He's not fond of black or green dragons. I think he mentioned something about some black dragon killing him in a church or something like that. Couldn't tell you.
I mean, I'm not in the business of, you know, dressing up like my ancestral rivals. Unless I'm doing something debaucherous, but that hasn't happened in a while.
Give it in your
Chuck.
pants, Nara.
The Tora kind of gives a light chuckle at that as he kind of moves a few things around and goes, "I should be available pretty much 24/7. He's a sweet gentleman. Just let him know that I sent you. He'll probably let you ride in."
All right.
All
Well,
right.
first up, all aboard. I like kind of motion towards the carpet and just like scoot, 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 scoot.
All right.
I'll
You know?
I'll soar alongside the carpet. It's just better.
Look, to be fair, the carpet is slow. It's just stylish.
As I say, the carpet's not actually flying. He's the one making it look like it's flying just for the fucking show of it, because that's,
Oh.
yeah. Because it'd be weird if he was just floating.
Yeah.
So he's trying to look less and
Uh,
less like a Slotty of the other plane. Oh,
if
Well, it's
it
more
if it
ostentatious to have a carpet fly for you than like being so gauche as to use your own magic.
it's true. Good
yeah.
then. What's up, Nara?
I do weigh a crap ton as a large dragon.
You do.
Doesn't-
Mhm.
Luckily, it doesn't matter. Whenever I'm moving stuff with the sustained version, it's just about size categories. I've got enough to.
Oh, I'm
tie
a
all this.
large creature, so yeah.
Yeah. I got
Uh,
enough for all of us.
all right. So I was gonna say, are all three of you are gonna climb on Floor Snap's magical carpet ride?
Yes.
Thank you, Prince Wara.
I go at a leisurely 20 feet per round. Or sorry, 20 feet, 40 feet per round. Because it's
Okay.
double this.
Yeah.
How far off the ground is the carpet?
However much I want
Oh,
it to be.
I'm. Yeah, I'll ride on the fucking carpet. I forgot that I haven't taken the feats yet to give me perfect hover.
Oh. Alright. As you three kind of get on this very nice carpet and start floating towards the door, kind of it pushes open as you flutter through. Um, the town itself is still very sandy. It's still very much a desert. You can see the dunes outside. People kind of seem to be walking around, mostly keeping to themselves as they keep quiet. A couple adventurers here and there seem to be sitting kind of about or talking amongst themselves, but otherwise, the town seems somewhat kind of quiet overall. Um, but as you look in the direction that Glutoro had pointed you, heading in the southern direction down the main street, you can even from here see something in the distance that looks to be kind of crest on a hill. A large kind of barn-like building with a singular tower out in the front of it.
Woohoo! It's not the fastest going, but we can go at whatever altitude, so we can just literally go directly to it in a straight line.
Mm-hmm. As Syndra slowly tilts it up and like a roller coaster, then levels it out and keeps going. Or not Syndra, floor
Oh,
step.
I
My
have.
apologies. When
Sorry,
things get
I'm.
fronted. Go ahead, Nara.
I'm just familiarizing myself with what I have.
Okay. As you guys continue, kind of fluttering through the sky, give me spot, listen, or search checks, to see if you pick up anything while you're kind of going through. Because like half of this is gathering information about the place, so gotta hear what the locals are talking about. Other
Yeah.
than just Prince Wara's beauty and grace as he strides through the sky on this gorgeous carpet.
You say search, spot, or listen?
Yeah, so spotter listen for is just gives you anything. If you're doing search, you have to be specific about what you're searching for. But otherwise,
I'll do 8. I'll
There's
do
a spot.
search. Yeah, I'll do
Um,
search.
okay.
I think I'm looking to pick up like anybody recently dead. The whole like I'm not supposed to be here in the
Okay.
any kind of like rumor gathering like that kind of a nonsense. Or is like people obviously asking about how the hell do I get out of here once they realize that they're here.
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Roll for me and tell me what you got. Wara's doing a listen. Or is that 24 your
And a
listen
spot.
check?
I did a spot 18 and a listen 24.
Got you. I got an 18 for his search. Okay. And then Nara, what are you doing?
I did a regular spot and got an 18.
18. Okay. As Wara and Narj kind of looking about, keeping your eyes kind of peeled, just for anything that catches your attention, you do see a couple of interesting fellows that catch your attention here and there, but nothing that like sticks out to your eye specifically. Um, a couple of guards kind of walking about, kind of seemingly leaving you lot be as they seem to continue on a main patrol. A couple of adventurers walking about that seem to be doing their daily maneuvers, we'll call it, as they head off towards a couple of these shops. Otherwise, nothing kind of catches your eye immediately. Wara with the listen. Um, Surprisingly, in general, only thing that seems to catch your attention is most of the people seem to be talking about the arrival of the Prince of Pride, as well as the supposed rumors of assassins coming to the town to kill him. However, as you hear, kind of listening in, most people say the same thing whenever a or a noble comes to town. Um, so it doesn't seem there's much to it, but that does catch your attention. Beyond that, um, no other things kind of catch your ears, thankfully.
I
Uh,
pass that information on.
okay. And then floor snap. You do catch a singular individual as you lot are passing by. What looks to be a small kind of merchant stall where an individual is selling what is clearly just a bunch of gemstone coins that have been put on pendants for way exuberant prices, asking for almost full days worth of rations or other equivalents. There seems to be a elven woman with darkish blackish skin, kind of standing there in bright glimmering silver armor that seems to have a strange like duck-like object kind of on displayed into the armor plate. And she kind of catch a little minor bit of a conversation about her yelling at the merchant about something along the lines that she goes, I wasn't supposed to die. I didn't die. I healed myself, and you will give me the answer. And then it seems to kind of cut off as you guys continue passing.
Make like a mental note to like probably clock that person probably at the tavern, the bar, or like a fighting ring
Okay.
from what they look like on the way back.
Okay. All right. I'm just making a note for myself. All right, as you kind of catching that note with what Wara said, kind of catching your ear as well. Three of you can continue on as you head through town, for the most part unimpeded. About 10 minutes or so though seems to go by as you lot finally reach the outskirts of the town's edge and find yourself getting close enough to see what this building really looks like up close. And as you look, in the window of the tower in front of the barn-like building looks to be a depiction of some beautiful older looking woman with this pale white skin and a beautiful black dress just kind of displayed with her arms like almost open as if welcoming you into a hug. Um, Seems to kind of dominate much of the tower's kind of glass. As you lot get closer, it seems to almost have an unnatural feel to it, as if it seems to be watching or looking at you. Um, Before you give me checks to figure who this is, Wara, give me a will save. The quiet fuck under his breath.
26 will save.
Ooh, fantastic. Wara, good news. You are not. You do feel for a moment a pull on your soul, as if something was trying to take you, but it seems to dissipate just as quickly as it comes. Now, if anybody would like to give me a knowledge religion or a knowledge nobility or history to see if you can figure out who this person is or if this building looks at all like of note to you.
I'll give you history. That's the only one I got.
That works for me.
21.
21. Okay. Anybody else?
I've only got
I hope
knowledge
you're ready
nature
for
and
my
knowledge
whopping
embroidery.
knowledge skill. I'm the
13.
smartest of dragons.
What was that, Wara, as well?
I've only got knowledge nature and knowledge embroidery.
Ah, okay, fair enough. It's definitely you definitely don't think either of those will help you in this situation. All right.
It's like, damn, that's not cloth to you.
No, no. Um, Nara, you're not familiar with this design. However, it does, funny enough, you do roll high enough to recognize it looks like a lady you remember seeing at one point in your youth when you were like a wormling, basically, like tiny, tiny thing back in the Clouded Age. Um, and she looks familiar. You remember her having like a group of warriors following her around, but nothing else beyond that. I mean, it could been numerous of people. It could have been a demon. It could have been a hag. It's too hard to kind of come to remember at this point. It's been so long.
Yeah, these fucking non-dragons and their fucking non-dragon whatever.
Exactly. Floor snap. You do recognize this individual, and I have a feeling you, as a player, know who this might be. This is Ella Ugbo.
Hmm.
That is her in her modern design, in fact, which is kind of weird, which means whoever built this little church, if you want to call it that, was probably the or more recent follower of hers.
Okay. Which definition of modern we going by?
Modern, as in within the first age, as far as it goes, would be the symbolism.
Okay, got it.
Mhm.
I was like, the modern, the semi-modern, the modern
Yeah.
from where we came from.
So out of
Post-modern.
character, in reference, basically like Kesdenok, would be like your
Got it.
examples. Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure it wasn't like anachronistic.
No. But as you guys kind of come up to the bottom of the hill, a couple of stone stairs kind of seem to push out of the sand dune, creating a pathway as it seems to push the sand off, and seems to kind of clearly show you the way.
Gotcha. I like, clang a like rock against like the entrance to like announce our presence.
You look at them picking up it.
Ooh, Uncle, I'll throw it.
No, it's beneath you, Prince.
So the carpet rolls itself up and kind of sits onto Floor Snap's back. Floor Snap picks up like a chunk of thick sand, kind of smacks it up against or a couple of times just to make sure it will stick, and then chucks it. Give me a strength check.
I'm just using telekinesis.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay, never mind.
Why would I use my hands?
Well,
What
that's
am
what I
I,
was
some
wondering.
common peasant?
Give me. What did we have you roll for that? I forget. Oh, it's been so long.
Telekinesis does have does just replace your strength.
Is
So
it?
like I can just give you a strength check.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, same thing.
All right.
It's the strength of your telekinesis to see how far it goes flying. 25. Yeah, as it go, as he chucks this thing, you watch as you're expecting Floor Snap to just like lightly throw it up to the top of the hill to like skid. No, as he like for a second it looks like he's aiming to do it like a football player, kind of finger out, aiming it, and then looks straight up and throws it with like not touching the thing ever as it just floats in his hand as it goes flying. A few seconds later, and as it collides, smacking into the ground with a loud, almost jarring, explosive sound, you hear from within the building itself. Yes, the stone path was a signal for you to come in, please.
Just making sure you know we were here.
You load up the staircase.
I'll
Uh-huh.
I'll use my tail as we float by to pick the rock up and put it back in place, and then I'll cast stick on it so that way it's there forever.
Okay. Why not?
Listen, I got a lot of fuckery spells because I can't do anything other than fuckery.
That's fair.
Like
that's
everything's
fair.
gonna save
That's down here.
unless
Yeah.
it's an object.
Yeah, no, that's fair. You just kind of stop from lean down, pick up the rock. It's kind of smashed apart, but once you get your stick spell kind of working, kind of getting the pieces aligned enough, sitting it back into where in the sand it was. I mean, it looks just like it did a moment ago.
Yeah.
I
Does
just
see any animals?
Hairline crack across it.
Wara, you do see two little rabbits on the fenced off side of the pathway that look to be kind of eating some sort of vegetable. That on occasion, as they seem to nibble on, you can hear a light and faint scream coming from. These little rabbits look to be jet black with red eyes and two long ruby red horns.
Is it safe to go in here? I asked them.
As you kind of say this towards the building, the gentleman's voice kind of returns back and goes, "You're welcome to. They do bite."
I did speak with animals. I'm actually talking to the rabbits.
Oh.
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 I asked the rabbits if it's safe to go in.
Give me a moment. Let me roll something for a second. Let me use my sheet for that. There we go. Okay.
So the rabbits just look at him and tell him, "We hunger for your flesh."
One of them looks up at you and goes, "He treats us horribly. Every night, he feeds us, gives us water, bathes us, takes care of us. Our fur is washed perfectly. It's horrible." And then he feeds us the souls of the damned who refuse to refute his beliefs. It's a terrible. He's so kind.
Thank you for that information. As I relay it to the party.
Got it. I like pelt the rabbits with rocks so that they are happier for a moment.
You hear, "Thank you, sir. Thank you, Wara," as the rabbits seem to rush to the other side of the fence, hiding.
I'm just gonna flick my eyes over at them and like drop the faint shimmer that I have and let my frightful presence just skitter across the rabbits.
Ooh. Well, they have a -2 to fear effects, so I'm going to just take that as a fail. But you know what? We'll roll just to see if I get the 20.
It is a DC 21.
Nope, I actually got a 0. Oh my god. Yeah. You hear more shrill screams in your ear as these creatures are freaking out from Nara's appearance.
They pass out at 0. Jeez.
As you watch the creature's eyes go white, and both of them seem to stop moving, Nara.
Jesus.
Moving quickly on before he realizes we may potentially have killed his pets.
Push the kind of moves you or moves you on towards the door. The large barn doors to the tower kind of creak open eerily as you look inside and see this beautiful mahogany temple with gorgeous hand carved pews. What you see is what spider silk pillows kind of decorating about. A few local fauna that or flora that have been put in little vases that look more vicious than they do pretty, as they kind of give you an evil glare. But as you walk in, the place is near empty. Kind of coming into the through the front entrance, the barn itself seems to open up even more, with at the far end a large stage with what looks to be a lectern of sorts, and a figure almost completely draped in shadows kind of watching you lot as you come forth, as he speaks almost immediately and goes, "Yes, my children, how may I be of assistance to you today?"
I just look at Uncle.
I kind of nod thoughtfully, like stroke the wizardly beard. It's like, well, I've come to make something of an accord. I require goods from the living world. Was told that you were perhaps a wizard of some power. That perhaps you could accomplish such a thing.
He nods. He goes, "I can. I was recently departed from the material plane, and thus I have a stronger connection than most." As he uh, starts to walk around his lectern and kind of drops down to the floor from the stage. This man towers about 20-ish feet tall. I mean, he's a tall dude, but he is thin for his sizes. You can even tell it with the cloak, as it seems to whisk around his entire form, as he comes closer and goes, "Depending on the items, I will have a higher cost, but I won't require any soul of you. I may require deeds done, but beyond that, I deal in fairness, unlike many others. What sort of items are you looking for, and how long ago did you have them with you?"
Oh, not too long ago. A span of hours. However, the way of this place, the time may be inexact.
He nods.
Although, I am wondering if perhaps the fee may be. May have a more interesting fee for you. I could not help but notice your figurehead. I'm not sure what to call it. Your statuary.
He nods.
You are a follower of Elagbo?
Yes. Me, my wife Fulkvi, and my son Domnander were always fervent believers. We got into a bit of a cult, but I've always kept to Ella Ugbo's true belief in my heart. My wife less so, but for the most part, I believe she's a believer at heart.
Interesting, interesting. What would you put the value of news of your church in the living world?
Mm, not highly these days. More of the followers can be found in Moors than you'd be surprised if I believe. They have been commonly genocided by an individual recently. Many of them being swiped away from the moral plane on the cracked lands. But if you have information of my daughter or my son, I'd be very much interested.
What time to fucking think if I managed to know anything about Dom? I
No, but
don't know.
someone in your party does, and I don't know if he's paying attention.
Aura, Aura, speak up, please.
What? Who? Who are we looking for?
Wara, the prince, kind of examining one of the carvings on one of the pews as he suddenly looks up, realizing what's going on.
Do you happen to? I know that you were in around Utham for quite some time. Did you ever meet a lad named Domnander? Or hear tell
Sounds
of him?
familiar.
You see, as the priest seems to kind of perk up, his shoulders kind of backing up, him standing up a little bit more straighter, and looks over at you and goes, "Really? Did you hear about him and his beginnings with the unfortunate sons?"
Now that would be paying the price before the toll.
Kind of looks at Wara and goes, "Are you truthful in this? Do you actually remember the individual?"
Well, the
Oh,
name sounds familiar. I need to think on it a little bit to see what I remember and how it was done in my memory. So you'll have to forgive me.
give me a knowledge history check real quick. Or, sorry, rather intelligence check. My apologies.
Can I aid another?
No, not for this one. 100% on him on this one. Also take gather info, I guess, actually, technically, as Nara pointed out earlier.
Mhm. Uh, intelligence check and gather information are the exact same.
Then that works. 17. Okay.
17.
Good for just a raw check.
Yeah, Wara, you do remember. Domnander was not only you saw them, I believe, in Knighton, because you passed by them when they were leaving Knighton. Um, but I believe, yes, you also ran into them in Velco. No, it was yeah, because you would have seen them in Velcomen when I think you passed by. So yeah, you have seen Dom a few times. Plus, all of you have, as an outright, well, other than Nara, heard about the unfortunate sons on the world news, as they've been mentioned a few times. So, last bit
Yes,
of
I do
news.
have
Mhm.
memory and information about this.
He kind of looks at you and nods at that, looking back at Floor Snap at that, and goes, "Fine, you have a deal. I can bring certain items, but understand that the limitation is if the item's not there or where you last remember it, I can't do anything for you. So I won't
I see.
charge you for failures, but I will make clear that I will not take any blame for anything that doesn't work."
I lean over to my
Understood.
uncle. I just want my shield.
Is there a way to? Well, I don't know of someone that they should be with.
I can also contact them to create what we call an offering. If they make the offering properly, they can have it sent into the plane, and I can have it brought here. It'd take a few days, and it'd cost you a pretty penny, but you should be able to process through.
I see. Would it be easier or less easy from attempting to scry the location?
Depends on how confident you are in the memory of the item and where you last saw it.
Out of curiosity, does it have to be exact as the location, or does a bag of so and so count?
To a certain extent, I'll have to search your memories for it, but as long as I can see what you saw, then I should be able to generally figure it out.
Understood. Well, it comes to this.
You're just gonna fucking snatch it from May's pack.
If it's not at the shop, then that's immediately where I'm imagining it being.
Huh?
Yes.
GM, and I can't stress this enough.
Mm-hmm.
May is a bitch and would totally steal all of the items with the intent of giving them back when
Oh,
when the group comes out, but
okay.
is gonna use them.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Because this is the items you guys got that you guys had commissioned in the Crystal Crown lines. I assume is what you're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, plan A is try using what I give feed them the information about the shop and where they should be and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And if that doesn't work, then it's May's pack.
Give me a charisma check, just in general, just to see how well you explain it. Actually, wait, hold up. Never mind. 3.5 has. It's been a minute. Give me a second. You can just give me a diplomacy. Never mind.
Okay, that's a lot
I
better.
was sitting here and wait a minute. Oh, I got skills for that because my skill thing is all the way down at the bottom. So I was reading something else. I'm like, wait, hold up. Yeah.
Well,
Been a minute.
God.
I assist with the diplomacy.
There you go.
Oh.
All right.
I love it.
If you want it.
Sorry, I was just picturing fucking masochism being active on Floor Snap and him hitting himself in order to give himself a stat bonus.
Down here, that would be less weird, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did have a conversation about evil Goku floor snap.
Right. Wara, if you want to aid, so the way I do aid another is you roll and it's half of whatever you roll goes to his, so.
We're breaking a 40 tonight, fellas.
Hey, yeah, you are. Shit, okay. As you kind of explain this, so now what are the exact items you're looking to get? Refresh my memory.
So there is.
I know the shield.
There's the shield. There is. It was supposed to be a belt of some kind that he was going to fashion for Floor Snap out of his scales. That was going to help with the telekinesis.
Okay.
There were 13 orbs that were made, or no, sorry, we made 15 orbs because it was going to scale. That were made of the bright metal that we got from the mines that were specialized for throwing, or sorry, for floor snaps, like smashing them into people. And then there was the scythe that was made with a combination of the giant bone that I got from the mountain giant, and also a few more floor snap scales.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I now recall. All right, got you. Because I think the scythe was for Azorius. It might have been for me.
No, it's for me because it's.
Oh, is it for you? Okay.
Yeah, it's the giant's or the giant dragon bone that I can wield because it's crazy oversized, but because of telekinetic wielding, I can use it, even though it's a colossal weapon.
Got you. Yeah. Yeah. So as you kind of give the description,
what May mentioned.
well, you're gonna love this. Don't worry. The guy as you're kind of giving the description out loud, and Wara's kind of taking a seat off to the side. I assume Nara is too, watching this as Floorsnap kind of floats explaining this. He goes. Oh, go ahead.
Nara will, using the message spell, just very quietly communicate what she's seeing and the ritual prep and stuff like that to my aunt lady. I forgot her name. It's Vicaret.
Okay.
Just because that's useful information for someone who intends to burrow out of a plane of existence.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Yeah. As he kind of goes over to the side, grabs a small table off the wall, kind of unfolds it, clicking some wood pieces into place, and sets it down in front of you, Floor Snap, and walks back into the back area, disappearing into a room for a moment before he comes back out, still listening as he continues to confirm as he walks out with what looks to be a crystal ball that's about 2 feet by 2 feet in size. Like, this is a pretty big crystal as he kind of sets it down in the center of the table. It kind of sits for a second, and as you can finish explaining this, he kind of begins to move his hands over the orb and you feel as the arcane energies kind of crackle from his fingers, physically seeing bits of lightning, basically a blue energy, kind of fizzle onto the crystal ball as it seems to glitter to life. And as he does, 15 giant orbs kind of slam into the ground around you, crushing a couple of the pews to his grimace as that he kind of activates the beginning of the spell. And he looks at you for a moment, grimace on his face, and goes, "The other items, I'm sorry, but there's something I'm seeing." And as he kind of moves his hand, you see as you feel a spell cast over you. Are you going to resist?
Do I get like who? Do I get like a look at who casts it first?
Oh, it's clear it's coming from him because you can see the arcane energies coming towards you and trying to like clicking off your
Oh, okay.
clicking off your skin, basically.
Yeah, I'll let him in.
Okay. As you feel the energy kind of overwhelm your entire body, your eyes seem to glitter with this almost pinkish energy for a moment, and suddenly you can see the material plane like you're standing in that shop once more. The smith kind of looking around, confused as where the orbs were on a what looked to be a large pillow on a shelf are no longer there. As he's like seeming picking them up and looking about. But as you look over, your head kind of guided, and your vision almost shown to exactly a specific point, you see a letter where what clearly was your other items were stored, and it reads, "Items picked up by one representative of the Ironheart Merchant Company. Signed, Stan Standerson."
Yep, that's totally May.
As your eyes kind of as you blink for a moment and the spell dissipates, the energy kind of going away. um, as you see the kind of giant figure kind of looks at you, a little bit of exhaustion. His face still kind of shrouded by this cloak he wears over himself. But as he looks on at you, the energy kind of dissipating, he goes, "I'm sorry I was unable to get you anything else, but it seems the items you seek were already picked up by another, as I showed you."
Right, they're with another compatriot. I know likely her bags, and I could describe her well to you.
I can seek through your memory as you describe it. If you can bring it to the forefront of your mind, it will make it much easier, but I'm
Oh
not
no.
guaranteeing that they have it.
All right.
Oh
Um,
no. Has
has-
does Floor Snap have true seeing?
ah,
I don't think so.
no, no, but I've seen you in your hag form.
True.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's true.
Plus,
That happened.
I speak like primordial hag as well. Like,
Mhm.
I feel like describing you in your own language would more than make up for any gaps.
Mhm.
You might not want to do that. But
Well,
yeah,
we're in a
yeah,
different plane, so those fuckers can't get here.
if you've seen May in her redheaded stepchild form, then you're fine.
Hey. Nothing wrong with being a redhead stepchild. I've been beating one like one all my life.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, I like supplement it with like like us like I don't know, quick hag song in like the forefront of my mind describing her as well.
okay, give me a diplomacy check. Let's see how well this goes.
And diplomacy.
Nara
Let me
steps
know.
outside and vomits from hearing hag speech.
Oh, that's a nat 20 for 43.
Fuck yeah, man. All right.
Scratch that.
No,
Nara
really.
steps outside and accidentally unleashes her breath weapon while vomiting because, hag speech is not fun for dragons, if I remember correctly.
Turning the sand into glass. I don't have anything specific lore wise. Hag. It's just hag speech is the original version of dragon speak. It's where dragon speak comes from. As they basically adapted what the hags did. I'm remembering my language lore right. But point to Floor Snap as you hear the sounds of vomit and flame coming from outside the temple. Wara kind of
It's actually
still.
acid.
Yeah. Oh, acid. That's right. I forgot about that. Wara kind of still sitting, watching, listening to this as this kind of goes on. You watch as his magic again kind of begins to take hold. The crystal ball kind of lighting up for a moment. Um, and as he does, you suddenly hear a message in your head, Floor Snap, as May suddenly is able to speak with you for a moment. To May's attention, May doesn't have your items.
No!
So May, as you
Why?
feel a presence suddenly connect you with Floor Snap, there you go. That's your context. Good.
Oi, we've got bad news.
Where's our stuff?
Yours? What? Huh? No, nothing to do with that. That's fine. Um, so you remember that gauntlet? What the captain was making, or having the ant lady make, and then the ant lady made the fucking gauntlet, and then we got abducted before we could get back and get it. The worst possible person to have that gauntlet has it. Shape changing master of evil and whatnot. My mom.
That
I
is true.
I promise you, after we get out of Moore's, we'll deal with that part. In the meantime, do you have any idea where our stuff is?
Well, I could go swing by and find out.
Somebody already picked it up by the name of Stan Standerson.
That sound like someone May would know.
You can go ahead and just give me a D20 real quick, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay. Do you want me to pull up May's sheet and
No.
look at relevant skill? Okay.
No, not for this. It'll
Natural
just be more-
20.
Oh,
Nice.
Jesus.
Perfect timing for it. Yeah, you did hear about a goblinoid walking around town with that name, who was said he was there for James of the Ironheart Merchant Company, coming to collect on supposedly some rumors he had heard about and an order he had been notified of.
Oh, okay. Is he a goblinoid that Vitra would have told me about description wise?
No, he's just he is one of Greg's Maratom's mini spies.
Oh, okay.
So he's just an average dude, basically, beyond being a talented spy.
All right.
But nope. So as far as you goes, the only thing that we would have known about him is he would have been a very shady individual among town, not sticking around, not acting like an adventurer, just coming, collecting, and then getting out as quickly as possible, as well as keeping to the shadows and to the sides when no one can really see him. So.
Okay. Well, unfortunately for him, May is still pretty good at finding people.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll deal with that later. Boy, I guess I'll go find your fucking items. I'm in the middle of something, by the way. Just so we're clear.
Well, so are we. We're in fucking hell.
I'm starting to wish I had joined you.
Well, I'm glad you didn't, because I really would like to have my shinies. If it makes you feel any
boy.
better, I'll make you a chew toy out of a pit fiend or something before we leave.
That'd be lovely.
See? Everybody wins.
Anyways.
Oh yeah, go
that's
kick that
two
guy's ass.
fucking That's two fucking goblinoids I have to...
As you feel the magic cut off and the gentleman's exhaustion kind of take hold as he seems to almost jolt away from the crystal ball as it slightly cracks. And he looks up at you kind of very exhaustion in his speech as he goes, "I'm sorry I could not maintain that connection much longer."
That's alright. I believe our accord, unfortunately, is paid. There's nothing more you can do there.
He kind of pulls up, standing up from the table, kind of slightly woozily, but seems to straighten himself up and goes, "I appreciate that I could be of help to you on that, but you'll understand if I ask you not to come back for business after that." Oh, God. As he seems to kind of lean back.
I nod and say, I have noticed that you have asked that.
He nods at that. He goes, "But your payment." He looks over at Warren and goes, "What do you know of my son?"
I give all the information I know.
He is ecstatic, and as you kind of do, he looks over, kind of going through it. He kind of looks over finally after that and looks at Floor Snap as Nara finally comes in, no longer gagging from the sounds and such. As he looks over at you, Floor Snap, though, he goes, "If you wouldn't mind, I'd be willing to offer a favor, an item, anything I can offer in exchange if you'll take a letter back to you, the material plane with yourselves. an item, or rather a letter, if you will, that will need to be dropped off at with the closest courier you can. I want to let my son know something that he is in need of.
Favor for a favor. Very well. If you continue to help us with our and I like gesture to like, the 15 orbs and like a missing property.
He nods and says, I think I can maintain a better connection, and if your friend manages to find the items, I can at the very least get you in contact, and if you can gather me the right materials, I might even be able to get you back to the material plane, if I'm honest. Though won't be easy. It might kill you all. I might be able to do something with it.
Interesting. What materials do you need?
Well, I'll need to do some research on them, and dig up a few tomes in the back, but there is one item I know of already off the top of my head. I need the
Is it slug
stomach
blood?
of a creature nearby.
Oh,
But before you...
Shit.
What was it, Laura?
Uh,
Oh, okay.
if it helps, we do have a. I look at Floor Snap, and then Wara, and I think about how to word this delicately, and then I realize that she's not here, so I don't give a fuck. So I say, we have an insane bug lady who seems to know way too much about magic and how magic works. She might be able to help.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. He nods at that and goes, but the first ingredient I've come to realize in my research, although fortunately I can't return to the material plane this way, Doc the Nine Stomachs is a large and fat boar-like creature. It's in the material plane you'd consider it probably an A-rank apex monster, but down here its strength has been dampened and weakened by the other creatures that haunt the area. And now, I mean, it's too strong for most of the people in town, but you lot might have a shot, given the memories I couldn't help but see as he looks at gives Floor Snap a slight raise the eyebrow at that. And I think you might be able to take it down for me.
to be clear, the sadistic bloodlust is not how my usual temperament is.
He shrugs
I
and
would-
goes, doesn't matter to me as long as you can kill the creature.
Yes. I'd also ask you not to. Well, that's a special bit. It's quite a bit more powerful than I usually am. Takes a lot of blood, a lot of pain
He nods.
for others, not mine.
He can even still a little bit of a concerned look across his face, but he nods.
Speaking of which, if ever you are in danger, gather me 100 souls and point me in the direction of a foul beast, and I can more or less guarantee it'll die.
He nods.
But do you have a map, or is it? Well, I guess it's a fucking desert. You just go in the direction.
He smiles at you and goes, you'll want your captain, I imagine, with you, but for the support, the creature's not fond of ice and water. That's why it hangs out in the desert for reference. Neither are most of the creatures that seem to prefer this territory. But the beast is formidable in the fact that it's quite stocky and lacking in intelligence. Most creatures tend to be healthier because of it, so just keep your eyes wary and go for the wound that it has gaping in its side, and you might have a shot.
All right.
Does it
Yeah,
happen to
I
be
have a
weak
question,
to
sir.
acid?
Immune to acid? I've never seen it not take damage from any sort, but other than heat, so I assume it should be fine. And he kind of looks over to Wara at that and goes, yes, young Prince of Pride, how may I be assistance?
Anyone in this area selling magical rings or good shields?
Kind of takes a minute and thinks and goes, well, you could probably try the Maw That Watches. He sells not only like monster routes, but mostly gear from powerful creatures that he's found. Beyond him, you could try the inn. Village Eater usually keeps a collection of old gear from past adventures and such.
Okay, thank you.
He nods. The Maw that watches it, yeah. But yeah, you're right. And kind of looks about and goes, beyond this, that's all I can really help. I know the creature is quite formidable, but I've only been in Moors for a short time. I just know that its stomach is filled with a large amount of death or lyrium, is what we call it down here. Um, Strong magical material that, my understanding, can make a spell way more potent than it originally was intended. So, it'll be a good starting ingredient for the entirety of the spell.
Good. I suppose we could also use my blood.
Mm.
Although that might send us to Grandpa.
He looks you up and down and he goes, I'm not a fan of limbo myself. I don't think you'd be much use, honestly. Now, the
Yes,
prince's, we might be able to use his.
yes. I realized it after I said it. I think to like the land of old grumpy fucking Slod.
Even scarier versions of Floor Snap who have had nothing but time of smacking each other around. Yeah.
Hey, Uncle
Yes.
Nara, I'm gonna go ahead and head back. I'm gonna go look for the Maw that watches.
Yeah, I'm not letting you on your own.
He thinks back to the last time you were alone. Oh,
I'm
man.
not gonna do anything other than shop.
Hey, nephew, I mean this in the nicest way possible. You are very likely to get bamboozled out of your own fucking soul.
Oh, he's gonna be kidnapped. He's very kidnappable.
Also that.
I mean, he just looks you up and down and goes, you're not scary or ugly enough to not, and if anybody does clock you as royalty, I mean, ransom's worth a ransom.
Yeah, everybody knows you're the pride of prince. There's like air quotes. It's like, this guy's seen my memories. I'm pretty sure the fucking trade on that one's over.
Could be, or it's too hard to get a read on from the look of him currently.
Well, he also, like, he's the one that told him about his son.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, the Prince of Pride doesn't just walk up to the fucking surface world in the last, like, decade.
I mean, you don't know that.
Sure, that would have been a lot bigger news, I feel.
Well, there is a big ass pride demon just walking around slaying entire clans of dwarves and no one's saying anything. So, like,
But he's doing it on the down low.
Yeah, you never know.
Like, he's very emphatically making sure nobody knows he is a pride demon.
Also, to your perspective, and to kind of point out, even if he does know that War is not the Prince of Pride, it doesn't benefit him not to mention it because you guys being here, it looks like a normal thing. A prince showing up to a local church, like, makes it look a lot less suspicious than a couple of adventurers meeting with a guy to look towards the mortal plane.
Yeah, I'm just pretty confident that he knows better.
Hmm?
Like, I don't think it matters because he's like he has a vested interest in our success.
Correct.
This is like, I trust mutual interest the most out of anything.
But as you kind of look at, or as you mention this, he kind of looks up and after mentioning this and goes, "If I would recommend sticking together, Nara should be able to deal with any local merchants that would try to take advantage of local royals. And no offense to your tutor, young prince, but he doesn't know the ways here and is likely to overreact to a misunderstanding. An insult here to one's pride can mean something completely different depending on the individual."
No, he's probably right. I am known to
I walk over to the nearest chair, plop down, and start sulking.
Why are you sulking? We're about to leave.
Like a parent. Like, well, we're gonna go do the thing you want to do. Well, I'm just coming with you. Oh, as the priest kind of nods at that, or kind of looks or goes to grab his crystal ball on the table and goes, "Please do take your orbs with you when you leave. And feel free to return here if you need a place to stay. That is independent of Village Eater's influence."
Of course. Well, it's been a pleasure. I don't think I got your name.
Ah, gives a deep bow and goes, "My name is Absalon."
Well, Absalon, it's a pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you. Former member and priest of Oats Chosen.
I just like look at the yellow Ugbo statue. I was like, Well,
Yep. Very clearly, this man's got a story, but clearly this is not your problem.
yep.
As you start
Yeah,
preparing to head out.
Yeah, it was just like clocking is like, God shit. God shit. Yep, not my fucking problem.
Young god shit. Really not your problem. Oh, it's brand new. He's a dragon god, so.
I was like, talk to me after you've got, a few century or a few millennium under your belt.
But as you kind of float your orbs and start heading out the church, Wara and Nara, are you following after Floorstone?
Yeah.
Okay. And Wara, I assume yes?
Well,
Oh,
Sulkingly, yes.
okay.
okay.
You sulk on my carpet.
Do not get tears on the carpet. They'll never wash out.
I sit on the back of the carpet with my feet dangling.
I like lower the carpet so that he can like kick the rocks.
Plus 16 intimidate mercenary is face down gods, mountain giants, and some of the scariest creatures to ever face the mortal plane. Fucking over here acting like a spoiled child in hell. Oh my god. The best. That is iconic.
Well, it does make sense with the Prince of Pride, I guess.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. As you lot though continue heading further in or heading back to the town, it doesn't take you long to see the large maw that watches sign, which is actually just a massive megalodon-like jaw that has a sign that reads "that watches" inside of it. But as you come up to the door, the windows seem to be made of these beautiful gemstones that seem to glitter within the light, creating almost a rainbow effect. The door itself kind of opens up as you get closer, ringing as a few adventurers seem to kind of walk out and head off into further into the city towards the end. But as you lot walk in, you see a couple of small shelves with little knickknacks here and there, some maps, some things in jars. Most of what seems to be available, though, are small ledgers or pieces of paper wrapped up almost like scrolls. Not magical scrolls, clearly, but in a similar fashion. Each of them having different names listed under them with different price tags. One reads, give me a second to pull up my list. Ah, yes. The Explosive Bear of Pride, 20 million soul coins. The Weaknesses and Times of Grandfather Clock in Envy, 4,000 soul coins. And then in one of the jars you read, it says, The Poison Blood of a Forgotten Mimic Queen, 2,000 soul coins. And a couple other items that kind of seem to be follow in a similar fashion. As you walk over, seeing what looks to be little kind of stand of sort or counter of sorts with a very weird looking mechanism of iron kind of sitting there, making noises as a, well, really what you recognize as a small kobold-like, and I do not mean kobold in dragon, I mean like as in dog, like humanoid. It looks like a small beast folk that looks like a corgi. And he looks up at you, little glasses with gemstones on. He has a little black and brownish pattern. His fluff kind of pooping through his leather, a bit like demonic leather shirt. He's not wearing pants as his very fluffy butt kind of sticks out as he looks up at you and smiles. And you can see his tail wagging at the back as he goes, "Oh, customers! Hi, I'm the Maw."
Do I sense evil off of this thing, or is it just cute?
Give me a sense motive. Or War wants to try and use his ability to get the alignment off, and he can.
I can't. I've already used it 3 times in one day.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
I got a
Yeah.
15.
15.
I'm gonna
15.
assist in the sense motive though.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll. Let's see what you got.
It may be better than I am.
Let's hope so.
So
15.
plus 7.
Okay. You get the hunch. Yeah, he's definitely evil. He's there's something about him that just breathes like bloodthirsty killer.
That boy ain't right.
Exactly. It's just he's sweet, he's kind. You know, it's the kind of weird dude in the office that's just not just overly kind. It's not okay. Also, the other thing that
I
catches your
believe you
attention.
have my stapler.
Exactly. The other thing that catches your attention is he does look very well taken care of, and his fur color you recognize amongst the beast folk. He might be a noble, as what you get off of him, honestly, because he almost seems to have a similar feeling that you've dealt with in the past, having a lot of experience with nobles looking down on you.
Hmm.
Kind of tilt my head for a moment, like give him like the once over. I was like, huh, the beast felt noble and moors. Interesting.
He nods. And he goes, "Ah, yes, my family was wiped out by an unfortunate individual named, it's not our sorcerer, Bolo. My my son, unfortunately, was the last one I saw. I think he escaped. Little Bartholomew. Cute kid. Very not bright. But I think he'll make it. If he did. He probably did. Oh,
My
wait, what can I do
condolences.
for you? Oh, thank you.
I just gesture to Wara. The Prince of Pride desires to purvey your goods.
You're not
Oh,
the Prince of
please.
Pride. That's Wara. He's one of the clans of those demons that are devils that are near the closing. The lioness ones. Looks him up and down and goes, but you've messed up your redemption band, and it's corrupted. So as he kind of like walks out from behind the little counter and starts investigating War up and down, taking a little measuring tape as he seems to be doing like little measurements of War's different body parts, and goes,
Um, is he
"Ooh."
able to pass the will save on this thing?
As you look at him, he seems to be looking right through the item, from what you can tell, Wara. So, assumedly, yes. Um,
Or he
as
has
he
true
Oh
seeing.
as he
shit!
kind of finishes, he takes a second and stops and goes, "Oh, one moment." As he walks over the door, as you can see a customer starting to walk in, he like slams it shut as the customer is pushed back, and a little clothesline turns, and he comes back over and goes, "I'm so sorry.
I just give him like an appreciative nod, like yes.
I, yes, I recognize you, Wara. My grandfather's grandfather gave your clan that item. In fact, we used to be very close to your people back in the days of dealing with the Deep Dark. Though your clan was wiped out in the last rising of the Spring King, so I'm quite surprised to see you alive. Are you here
Very
seeking one of
few of
the?
us
Oh,
survived. As a small group of us survived. As I bow and say, "Thank you for being able to see me for who I am."
he smiles and gives a light bow at that and goes, "Oh no, but you don't need to do anything on politics or anything. I'm just dead now. Like I just run a small shop. It's fine. But honestly, it is kind of surprising to see you with one of the members of the Mudslotty and then Nara of all people. Sounds like a group of heroes to me.
Strange bedfellows do strange adventures.
Truly. I remember in my youth, I had this young Triton boy. Oh, he was so beautiful. Oh, I miss him so much. But I had to get married and produce an heir, and things just didn't work out, unfortunately. What are you gonna do? As he shrugs and goes back behind the counter. But enough about me. What can I do for you, Ulant?
I'm looking for a shield
Ah, yes.
and some rings of armor protection.
Ooh, you're interested in some quite fine goods these days. Not easy to find at all.
I heard
Hmm.
you might be the person to have these items.
I am. I am actually one of the greatest merchants on the Seven Rings, and currently the only merchant that works with the Zonde directly. So you could say I'm quite prestigious.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm gonna lean over to Floor Snap and I'm gonna be like, why doesn't he just ask the ant creature to make him the rings for him?
Oh, the ant creature, Vicaret, very annoyed by his presence. He is banned.
Oh, oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. What did he do?
I believe it's best described as serial annoyance. It's not like one particular thing. It's just like a lot of like tiny things. You know,
Oh,
like grains of sand in the
okay.
desert.
You see as the little corgi beast folk comes back out from behind or from a back room and comes out. He puts down two big shields that are way too big for him. As he is, as you look at him, about 4'5" in height. So he looks up at you and definitely has a big gray to him, as you can kind of get a look at him now. Um, but as he sets down the two shields, one is a heavy iron shield with a strange rune on it that seems to almost pull in the light from around it. And then the second one seems to be a rather big shield. Oh, not a full tower shield, but near close to it. That seems to have a massive lion's head carved into it. And he looks at you and goes, I have these two, but if it's outside of your price range, I have something that a young Gloom adventurer came through with that might fit more to what you're looking for.
Do I still have my heavy wooden shield, or did I give that up? I don't remember.
I think no, I think no, yours broke if I remember correctly. That was the whole thing. Because
Oh
that's why
yeah,
you were
he
getting
took
a
the
new
power
one.
out of it. Chomped the corner of it out. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was basically out of commission because it was compromised. So
Yeah. So I described uh, the heavy wooden shield I had,
he nods at
size wise,
that.
and it gave me a little bit of armor, and I'm just looking for something that helps protect me a bit more.
Shrugs, dragging the two heavy shields across the floor back into
I
the
just like
room.
telekinetically like help him out, just like doot, 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 doot.
Disappear quietly into the room. He comes out again a few seconds later, dragging an even heavier shield that he's like pulling into the room. It's a little bit smaller than the other two, and it glitters this bluish green. Recognizing this without even a check, Wara or really Nara or Floor Snap. This is Mithril. It
Oh yeah,
is
we've had that.
Yeah, this is a Mithril heavy shield that he kind of pulls out.
What's the AC bonus on that?
It is equal to a heavy shield, but is
So
considered.
+2.
Yeah, but it's still lighter, and it has a 5% arcane spell failure chance and no armor check penalty. It also only weighs 5 pounds.
Okay. Is it enhanced in any way, like a +1, +2?
He looks at you, or as you look it over. Oh, give me a spellcraft check, actually. Let's see if you can find what it shall be. 10. You do see some like arcane runes on it, but nothing that catches your attention as familiar for the designs. So possibly, but I mean, at least from what you can tell, doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Roll for
What
one.
about rings of armor protection? Leave the shield here. What do you have in rings for armor protection?
He nods at that, kind of pushing the shield forward, kind of looks you up and down, and you can see for a moment on his eyes as if he's like concerned to see if he thinks you'd run off with it, and then kind of seems to just accept that something either he thinks he can catch you or that you're not going to. It seems to head into the back.
Enough with it.
Yeah,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
as you run away, vanishing into the
As
desert.
Uncle's hand starts reaching for the shield, I slap it. Uncle, no.
Who said he'd use his hands?
Exactly.
What do you think? I'm a peasant? I don't use my hands for anything.
Well, I slap his hand anyway for whatever he's trying to do or thinking. Shame on you.
He does come out with a singular or with two rings and this beautiful little chest that seems to glimmer. You can see little teeth on it as if it was at one point a mimic that's now been stuffed and now has a little cushion in it that's holding the rings themselves. One glimmers as this beautiful platinum single band. The other, a similar platinum color, but seems to be dotted with little gemstones that each seem to be almost rare in their own right. Most of them you've never seen. I actually scratch that. No, you have seen most of them because I forget you guys collect loot like fucking goblins. And you have a ton of gemstones. You do recognize these as star pearls, a very rare material that basically comes from specifically like oysters from the deepest parts of the ocean, which in my world would reference beyond what is normal for pressure of any spell. It's where raiders people basically live.
Any of the rings give a +2 or more?
He looks at you and kind of taps the one with the all the gemstones in it and goes, "Yes, this one was worn by a royal of the Gluttony family at one point. I believe it was he called it some ring of protection, but I couldn't tell you how strong it is. I just know it's more potent than the other one."
I do a spellcraft check on it.
Sure. An 8. Wara, there's magic here, and there's definitely a lot more magic in the One Ring. At the very least, you can tell that.
Okay.
Or would you like some help?
Please, Uncle.
33.
33. Yes. So that ring, that is a +5 ring of protection. The one with the
Just
star
whistle
cross.
lowly. It's like, I don't think you can afford that one.
The other one is a +1 ring of protection.
I was like stare at the like +5 ring. I was like, damn.
It's the
Yeah,
first
what-
time you've
what
seen
about
a
the
magic
shield?
item like that in a long time. Yeah. But what was that, Wara?
I asked my uncle, "Hey, what about the shield?"
Give me another check. Let's see what you can do.
25.
25. It's magically imbued, but it's magic beyond you.
Oh.
Oof.
I don't think you
All
can
right,
afford that one either.
so
That's what
I pull out my bag of money and put it on the table. I know this is not the money of this realm,
He nods.
but the materials can be used to create some fine things that people will pay handsomely for.
He
So I'm
looks-
wondering if bartering is possible.
He looks you up and down. And goes, "Are you planning to take down docks like you promised the priest?"
Ox. Oh,
The Apex monster.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Yes?
I
Yeah.
think we're gonna try it. Yeah,
He looks at the coin. How much coin do you have in here?
4 copper, 6 silver, 462,832 gold pieces.
He looks at it for a moment and goes, "I'll take this. Half the bones from the corpse." And I give you. He taps the +5 ring and taps the shield and goes, "The ring, though, won't be able to go to you with you when you return to the plane of material."
Okay, but the shield will.
He nods.
Okay. So that's for both rings and the shield, or just the +5 and the shield?
Correct. There's the +5 in the shield.
Okay.
As he takes your coin
I
and
push
empties
the
it.
bag.
No, he'll take the pad and kind of empty it into what looks to be a big box at the bottom of his, or at the in the weird contraption on his counter. As it empties in, you see some numbers seem to kind of show up, and as he kind of pushes the bag back over towards you, he kind of takes the ring out and kind of puts it onto the tray for you, and then pushes the shield forward for you and goes, "I look forward to your business. I will mention," as he kind of snaps his fingers, you suddenly see, as in the air in front of you, glittering in green, almost like a light, is exactly the deal you just made with this individual. You do read at the offer of not completing the deal, your soul will be given up in offer, meaning that you don't give him half the bones that you collect from the apex monster. So.
All right. So the shield is 5 pounds.
Correct. It is a mithril heavy shield with a mysterious magic on it, and then you have a +5 ring of protection.
Roll heavy. Is it masterwork?
Yes.
All mithril items are masterwork.
All magical items are masterwork.
Both of these are correct statements.
Yep. So However, technically, in my world, only because of certain limitations, you can make a mithril item and not have it be masterwork. It just won't be a very good item. So
You said it was just a
That's
plus
fair.
2 to armor, correct?
for the which part? Sorry.
Shield.
Oh, for the
For the
shield.
shield.
No, it's
Yeah.
a heavy shield. So let me double check because I don't remember off the top of my head what heavy
And
shield.
technically, artificers and some other classes that dabble in this bullshit can make magic items that aren't masterwork, but they're usually funky and weird and
Standard. Yeah, so it's basically it's only a 5 pound standard steel shield. So it's a +1 basically. Otherwise,
Oh, it's only a +1?
yeah, correct.
Okay.
Currently, and then here's the rest of the information just for your own notes. Make it easy for you.
Okay.
All right. As you pick up the shield, kind of testing it in your arms a few times to make sure the weight feels right. As you do, Wara, give me a will save. Actually, give me 2 will saves. One for the ring, one for the shield.
Each was cursed more than the last.
Well, you're technically right. The ring is really cursed, but you had to expect that with a hiring item. That's just how they work.
Luckily, it won't affect you forever.
Correct.
Because assumedly when we leave, it will no longer curse you.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Take your time.
All right.
No rush.
We're going back to 2nd edition curses where prepare to be a woman.
I do have a curse for that. It's called Venus Ultra or something like that. It's one of my Latin spells.
that
Or Genius Verte.
that exists in 3.5.
Yeah.
That's
Who's-
still in 3.5.
It always made me laugh in like Baldur's Gate, like the original, like 1 and 2. Like there's just like 3 or 4 of those items you run into. And you just like put them on. It's like I'm a girl now. I was like, what?
Nope. No.
There's also an item that changes your alignment.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's in Baldur's Gate in the older Baldur's Gates, but there's in 3rd edition D&D and before there were items that randomly changed your species.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you needed how many? You needed 2 will saves?
2 will saves, correct. All right, 15. Well, good news. You succeed on the shield or on the ring. You do fail on the shield.
Wow, the shield was higher?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, dude. Well, I mean, Floor Snap couldn't even identify what the spell was. Oh, trust me.
That's true.
Well, Wara,
How fudged am I?
as you look over at Floor Snap, you see a massive, snowy, bear-like creature just standing there, kind of staring at you for a moment. And it looks at you and goes, "The Chosen. You've finally chosen to free me. My curse, it can be released," as it fades away. And you go back to seeing Floor Snap and Nara standing there once more. Nara, give me a intelligence check, I guess, to see if you recognize who this individual was. As other than a giant bear, there isn't much else you could that described this individual, given your limited understanding.
Could I even see it if it was on top of me?
No, this is just fully a vision of him through him. Like he's
Can I
like
do a
on an
knowledge
acid
nature?
trip. Oh yeah,
Ah.
knowledge nature. I'll take that. Yeah, actually, that actually kind of works out for this specifically.
I was confused because I thought you said
18.
Nara.
No. 18. No, basically, he saw, instead of seeing you two, you vanished, and he saw this thing take your place. So.
No, I'm fully tracking now. I thought you
Gotcha.
were saying Nara, like she
No.
could see it, but I couldn't.
No, that'd be
We're
a
good,
whole
we're
other
good.
thing. Knowledge nature. You do recognize this creature. It is a common bear to be worshipped amongst the beast folk. They're called Moidolin bears, named after the Moidolin god, or also known as Moidolin's folly. He is known as the god of winter, and usually is known as the hibernation god. Just one of the four season gods that keep the world running. Very slow deity. However, what kind of catches your attention to this and why it suddenly kind of clicks is with your own background. Your family, well, your people didn't worship the four gods. They do know the stories of them from the many Beastfolk clans, and as you recall slightly, there was supposedly a legend at some point about one of the seasonal gods becoming corrupt and the world being cast into darkness. But beyond that, nothing kind of clicks with that role. Oh yeah, here, let me give you actually the name proper here so you have it. Ooh, I don't need all those hashtags. That's cool though. Winter Bear God. There you go.
And basically, I just freed it from its curse.
No. Well,
That's
sure.
what he
If that's,
said.
if that's how you want to take that, that's understandable.
That's what he said.
Fair. That's true. But as
Which
you
means now I'm cursed.
once more, no. So as you kind of see this though, Wara, kind of taking this in for a moment, it's almost frightening as you realize some sort of demigod just spoke to you. But why would a demigod's item be in, well, basically hell?
For reasons beyond my knowing.
That's true. That's true. But as you hold the shield, otherwise nothing else kind of seems to click into your mind. At least not yet, or to your knowledge. But as you kind of take a moment, fixing yourself, letting your vision and everything, the merchant kind of looks up once more, the maw himself, and smiles and goes, "Is there anything else I can do for you lot?"
Yeah. How much would the ring of alignment non-detection run me?
I don't carry items of that sort around here. You'd have to find that in, I'd imagine, Sloth or Wrath.
Yeah. Figured that wouldn't be useful, therefore it would be cheap, but fair enough.
Ah, most of my items are collected from dead adventures that I find on my travels. So, otherwise, I sell mostly just apex monster routes, weaknesses of creatures, venoms, and, the normal stuff.
Speaking of which, anything we should be aware of as far as the beastie that we're about to fight? Behooves you to tell us, since obviously you'll be getting half of the bones.
Ah, it behooves me to also just come collect the items once you're dead.
I mean, you're already selling them for the bones. You only get the bones if we die.
I don't get the bones, but I get your items. As he kind of eyes your orbs.
I was like, to be clear, did he actually enchant the orbs?
What the orbs that you bought? Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. The items were fully done. You guys just never got a chance to go collect them.
Sweet.
But as he kind of looks him over and he goes, "Understand, I'm a merchant. I profit from your death as much as your life. I have given you many benefits for your life, but I will hedge my bets for your death as well. Plus, no offense," and he looks over at Nara, goes, "but I've wanted Nara's hide to make dragon scale armor for years, and I only said I'd do it if she ever died. Mostly because I don't want her burning me. I don't like acid."
No,
Make things taste better.
Kind of eyes Nara at that, but looks back at you, Flower Snap, and goes, but if there's nothing else," kind of looks
Well,
about.
considering I have no more money to trade, I'm done.
"You could offer your soul. I can offer you a pretty penny for your soul."
I will pass on that for now, but I will, if I ever am in the need of selling my soul, I will think of you first.
"I appreciate that. There's nothing very dear merchant can ask for down in Moors," as he gives a slight bow.
And
wouldn't my soul be a real bane to whoever the hell held it in this place?
No. It still has a great value for its uniqueness. Most likely it'll be framed and kept less than traded off.
Yeah, it makes sense. No incentive, more incentive not to die.
He shrugs. And
I'm good if you all are.
I
Yeah.
am prepared for what the captain has for us in store.
as you lot turn to head to the door, uh, as you go, who's opening the door out of curiosity?
Like, open it with my mind.
As you go to pull on it, give me a strength check.
Forgot that I can use up to level 3 spells if I'm willing to take a bunch of damage to do it.
Ooh, nice.
32.
32? It does not budge.
It was like side eye the merchant and was like, "Can we leave?"
I jam the door every time as he hops down again. Goes behind, comes out from behind his little desk, comes over to you lot and see him jamming the handle a few times. His arm expanding as the muscle and veins start to grow, almost as his forearms are growing longer and wider. Finally, as he turns hard, a little bit of anger in the movement as he rushes it, the handle crankles and the door just slightly pulls, or like twists in on itself and pulls off the hinges, and he just goes, there you go. And kind of pulls the rest of the door off and just like walks away with carrying it to into the store.
I like
I,
not being able to steal his door.
I give a shrug to the other two, to Wara and Floor Snap, and I say, "Don't forget, mess with the corgi, you get the wargi." Point to a sign that has words on it that basically nobody can read.
No, it makes sense. I didn't see any guards. I
It's
didn't think he
the
was
shield,
particularly
like-
weak.
What was that, Wara?
He rips the door off. I start hefting my shield like, makes no sense, but okay.
As Wara's like feeling this really light shield that he's like holding. All right, as you lot head out of the door, heading back into the streets, people are kind of still going about. The sun is still up. I mean, it's still around
Oh, no.
midday-ish.
My orbs are fucking just beacons so goddamn light.
Mm-hmm. And as they glitter around you like a space display of planets going around orbiting the sun, what would the three of you like to get up to in town here? Is there anything else?
We have a giant pig monster to destroy.
You
I
do.
think it was hinted that we would want to wait for Azurus for that.
Yes, as
I mean-
Xerxes has ice and water spells, is what you were told. That would
Yeah.
weaken it.
Granted, I do admittedly want to get into combat after a long absence. I would love to go hunt down, I guess, like the lieutenant or something.
You could try.
I want to do something, damn it.
He's,
Getting into a bar fight sounds real dumb.
he's hungry for combat.
Give me an ass to kick.
Or give me death. Yeah, as you guys stand out in town, I mean, you do have the option to go try and track down the creature, but you'll be doing it without your little army following behind you, as well as your captain. So
Yeah, since it's been earmarked for like group combat, I'd rather not, just so that Hunter doesn't miss out on it.
it's fair. I mean, he's already dealing with the winds of Hawaii in the background, apparently.
Yep. Also, Orzuris gets to deal with my unruly spawn, who
It's
I
true.
imagine are no end of headache.
Yep.
They take after their proud papa.
Yep, as they only fight in their mind and only take orders when they want.
True
But as
slotty.
as you lot kind of walk around, you do see the paladin from earlier still kind of passing through, heading towards the village eaters inn. The paladin that you had heard earlier, overheard earlier, for reference, Floor Snap. Beyond that, you could head outside of town and see if you could find some creatures to try and smack around, or you could, just go and see and sit and wait for the captain to return. You guys have a few options, or you can go shopping more. It's up to you.
I don't really have anything to buy because, like, unfortunately, most of my stuff has to be custom made pretty heavily. 'Cause
That's true.
I've got weird requirements.
It's a fair point.
I'm pretty much done shopping. I've got my orbs of destruction and never being stealthy again in my goddamn life.
He glimmers like the sun.
I just look like a fucking giant statue of Buddha at this point.
Exactly. It's perfect. Um. God
Time
damn
to
it.
go ask Vicarette if she has like a spare bag of holding so I could like at least hide these things like when they're not in use.
Goal list, yeah. Goal list. Alright. So what we feeling, peeps?
I'm torn between going to talk to the paladin and just finding somebody to kick the shit out of.
Why not both? He's a paladin. He has it coming, basically.
Wow. Wow. That's fucked up. Oh my god, how could you? Nara, that's just mean.
Mostly because I don't think the paladin will offer that much of a problem.
With your party, I don't think so either, even if they were higher level than you. One against three
And that's fair.
monsters? Uh-uh.
Ferocity of supremacy.
But, yeah, so what's
All
the
right,
plan?
rest of you, rest of you, say something. What do you want?
You float on the carpet.
I'm still playing with my shield.
Careful, you go blind.
Suddenly a tentacle
Not in
shoots out,
public, I won't.
almost poking War on the eye, just barely missing his head.
Oh,
Told you.
Uh,
Find your uncle.
exactly. But as okay, Wara's still playing with his shield, not a care in the world. Alright. Nara, do you have a thought or anything you want to say?
um, no, not really. I'm just
Alright.
reading through spells that I can cast in order to nuke the shit out of things.
Floor Snap, as you wait, kind of staring ahead, driving the carpet, and hear nothing, you look back and you just see Wara playing with his shield and Nara looking through her spellbook.
Deep sense of
I'm
existential anger washes over me, and I begin steering us out of town.
yeah, I'm meditating on my staff. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, that's funny.
It's like,
Alright.
nope, something dies now.
Something. I don't care what. The small dog, the anything we find. Alright, as you guys start to head out of town, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break before we move on, for the players who need to run to the restroom or grab anything, and then we'll be right back with you lot to see what this party can manage to get up to. So see you in a moment. Alright, we're back from our break. The DM has a drink. The players are scared. They're happy I didn't use the Fiendish Folio like I wanted to, because fortunately there's nothing under CR16 in that, and I don't want to kill the party tonight. That wouldn't be fun. We'll do that next week. So instead,
Yeah.
You have to kill Hunter. It's in our contract.
yeah, I gotta wait till he's here. It's part of it. He has to be part of the party when you guys die. Otherwise, I'm going against the rule. But as you lot kind of continue heading through the desert, it's surprisingly empty. For miles, there is nothing. The red sand dunes are almost boring, tiring to watch, monotonous. The humidity is just warm enough to be not feel comfortable, and just cold enough to where every time you sweat, you can feel it. As you continue finding yourselves further and further out into the desert, the city kind of disappearing as it does. After about an hour, you finally do come across what looks to be a single creature drinking at what looks to be a large pool of greenish liquid. The creature itself seemingly more bone than flesh, but having black tendrils of flesh that kind of seem to coat some of the bones. Um, its form almost draconic like, with no wings whatsoever. On all fours, it's about 7 feet in length, standing about 5 feet tall, and seems to be just covered in these black bits of flesh from this distance that you can tell. The creature itself is large overall, and seems to be alone for the most part. A few others similar to it, much smaller, seem to be kind of warily staying off to the distance, kind of eyeing it, but not coming any closer, as it seems that they're avoiding the creature's attention. Uh, The beast looks to be not an apex monster by any means, but slightly bigger. For those who have knowledge nature, you can give me a knowledge nature. If you have knowledge planes, I'll take knowledge planes. If you have none of those, you can just give me a knowledge history.
Knowledge history go.
Yep.
Nature
27.
is 18.
18 for war. Cool. Gotcha.
I don't
27
actually
for
have
force.
any knowledge skills.
Don't worry, Nara. You don't need to. You'll probably hear in a second. So, Wara with an 18. You do recognize this creature. It is specifically called a bone drinker. Now, these creatures will often disguise themselves as other beasts in the mortal plane, or the material plane rather, where they will kind of take on the corpses of the slain and basically put their skin on like a suit, and lure in adventurers and wary prey to basically then paralyze them and drink their bones literally out of their body, basically sucking it out of the body itself. Back home, you recall these creatures to be weak against something, but nothing kind of comes to mind directly. Most often, though, they are found around Raffica and specifically near the evil forests of the north. For your own notes. But it is called a bone drinker if you want to look that up now. Florsta, you do recognize similarly these bone drinkers from back in your day when when you were a young man. These creatures used to be coming in hordes like bison everywhere. Some had flesh, some didn't, but the demon folk would hunt them to devour their stats because they usually had very high stats, just overall. Some were known to come in the undead format, but most came in an outsider or demonic format, as you recognize this creature to be demonic compared to the ones kind of skirting the area, seeming to be more of the undead variation. Because of this, you recognize this creature used to be very weak against good damage, specifically, as well as silver. However, with its demonic outsider traits, it does have a constitution, which makes it a little scarier of a creature. So there are some benefits to it and some downsides. Good.
Yeah, it makes it a lot more robust, but it's also susceptible to
A lot of
poisons.
things. Mm-hmm. And bludgeoning damage, or rather, sorry, slashing damage.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't the orbs that I picked up like do like a bonus damage and stuff against unholy things?
Let me double check my materials.
I know it was like at least shadowy and an undead, but I didn't know if it also extended to.
Well, I don't remember if it was good damage specifically or if it was something specific to those creatures. So, give me a moment. What was the material again?
Oh fuck! If I remember, it's it's been forever. Oh god.
That's the only thing I need because that's my note. Bright something, I believe is what you called it earlier.
Like bright steel or something like that. I get.
Let me see.
I think it was in.
Let me find
Chat.
my pictures. It has been a minute and I don't have my map art on me, so let me see. Because I think I know where, because you guys got the material while you were in the Crystal Crown land, so
Yes.
I think it's just one of the resources listed there. Let me double check real quick. While I'm checking this, oh, it's Sunstone. Oh shit, no, it doesn't do damage against unholy things. It does light damage. So creatures who have an issue with light and shit, like how, and it, yeah, technically I guess it would, no, it does fire, it's not holy. I think you had something you added to it to make it holy before, because I remember that was a thing. But yeah, it's Sunstone, and I can double check to make sure I'm writing my own notes. Not to be mixed up with Solorium, because the DM hates himself when he writes. More common or since we found even lightning storm. Oh no, I'm wrong. You're right. Sorry. This is radiant damage properties. You are correct. I'm thinking of the Solarium material completely. So yes, this does radiant damage, is what it does.
Woo!
It also does thunder and lightning if when you're in a storm, or it can, and it can get light infused spells. So
Jesus Christ.
yeah, just for your own knowledge, I'll just send this to you for later, so you have it if you ever need it for something. There you go. Yeah. So yeah, your boulders do technically do radiant damage. So it basically converts your base damage, I believe, is what you wanted originally to radiant,
Yeah.
because you wanted the
Also wanted
damage
them.
type. Mhm.
Yeah. I also wanted them to like. Oh yeah, I wanted the growing property on them. That was the other thing.
They do have enlarge properties, so
Yeah.
enlarge reduce. But as the creature kind of stares up at you lot, kind of watching from its drinking hole, it seems to kind of eye you like a almost like a pet, kind of eerily staring at you, waiting to see if you're going to try and do something to it. As its eyes kind of stare, you can hear a low rumbling growl coming from the creature, but otherwise, it does not seem to move.
How far is it away from us?
Currently about 65 feet, roughly.
Alrighty. You guys ready?
Naturally. I'm the one driving the bus.
You want me to roar?
I mean, up to you. Go ahead and kick its ass, nephew.
I roar.
All right. As you give off a loud roar to the entirety of the area, remind the chat as well as the DM what your roar does.
Okay, so I'm rolling for my roll intimidation, which is now a 34.
Let me see if I can even
The
beat that.
creature must do a fortitude save versus it.
Oh, well, I have con. My con isn't good. So, let me not write that in my fucking notes here. All right. Well, that's only that. So, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
actually, hold up. Never mind. I'm wrong on that. That'd be a 6. My apologies.
I was about to say, I was like, it went from having no
Because-
con to having a con.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
here's part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Step 2.
Okay.
How to use an embroidery hope. It must do a fortitude save again.
Oh, you're a
It
bastard.
failed the first one, so it's intimidated.
Yep.
Now it has to do the same one against that. It's
Okay.
asleep.
I rolled a 4 and a 4. God damn you! I hate you.
Yeah, and I have to roll to see how many turns.
But actually, I'm immune to sleep. Huh? No. This creature is immune to sleep effects. I cannot be put to sleep because it sleeps through elven trance.
Okay, hold on a second. I need to look something up real quick for myself.
Okay. And it
So
will
I
start
just
yelling
picked
and
up-
goblin at you, swearing at you for this. As I didn't actually realize this until just now, that bone drinkers also can technically speak.
I didn't realize they spoke goblin of all fucking things.
Goblin or common?
Oh,
Yep.
What are they, fucking distant cousins of a Bargist? What the hell?
No, they are goblins technically. I'll explain you. I'll tell you the lore later. I think from what I remember I found on the Forgotten Realms. 10.
Oh, damn.
My rage is going to last for 10 rounds.
All right, I'll make a note. Okay.
And it is permanently yeah, it's intimidated by me, so it gets disadvantage
Okay.
on pretty much everything.
All right. Yeah, but it's not as bad. It's only -2 at disadvantage. But still, I mean, given my rolls tonight, I don't know. That might be enough. All right. As you roar out announcing the combat, the creature taking the challenge as is, even with the bones, or with its bones slightly shaking from the intimidating roar, it still is growling and swearing in goblin, preparing to attack, looking as if it's prepared to attack. Let's
And I run and pounce.
roll some initiative. I was gonna say, you announced your presence with that. You're not gonna get the pounce off. But a surprise
an 8.
round. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Where is my initiative? Ooh, +3.
Okay.
8. Ooh, floor snap. Oh, well, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to talk shit.
Then, to be fair, nephew is the prime target here.
True, that's true. He has
Yeah,
been a
my
caller.
mine is 20.
Go!
Nice,
Completely
Nara!
The battle for
disinterested.
the bottom has been successful.
That is fantastic. Oh my god. Alright, Wara, what can you roll?
Let's see for pounds.
No, I meant for your initiative, buddy.
Oh, that's the 20 that's above everyone.
Oh, okay, got you. Hell, yeah, well, you're definitely going first by a long shot, friendo. Alright, so round 1 of Raging. Wara, what would you like to do?
uh, I am going to. You said he's 60 feet away?
65.
65?
Correct.
Okay, I am going to do 15 feet of movement and then pounce.
Okay.
So let's see, that's a 16, that's a 20. Okay.
Um,
The 29 hit.
can I ask something real quick, just to clarify for something? You do know for pouncing you have to charge, right?
I thought it was different because of my racial trait for pounce.
Oh, that's right. Your thing's just jumping. You're not doing that. Okay, that's why. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Does a 29 hit? Yes.
I automatically do 2 rakes.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. You are the bone drinker. I'm gonna rake you with my tentacles. I swear to God.
Oh
Coming back.
no.
This is where the tentacle rod comes from, my friend.
You signed up for a fate far worse than death.
A floor snap and Nara about to see some things they wish they'd never seen. This isn't combat. This is gonna turn into something else.
I haven't seen this since my younger days. Oh no.
Bone
They're great
drinking
since Apocalypse.
Oh god. Alright, let's see what you got for
Figure
your
out.
ranks. Take your time.
Where do you think all these oozes came from?
Oh my
They're
god.
tentacles first, I swear.
They were.
Okay.
It was all his victims before they got rubbed too much. Oh god.
That is 17 points of damage.
17, and that is non-magical slashing, correct?
Correct.
Alright. So
And ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
that's 12 and a half. Alright, it takes 6 points of damage.
All right.
Don't worry, I'll heal it back soon. I have tricks up my sleeve.
Yeah, and at this level we only have 1 attack, correct?
I don't know. You should know that for your own character. Bro, that is not. You can't sigh at me. It is not my job to keep track of for
No,
you.
I'm not sighing at you. I'm sighing at me because that means I have
Okay.
to go back and get the player's manual.
What are you asking if you get a second attack now?
Yes, at level
Yes.
9.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
you've got it back at level 6. It's your base attack bonus 6, so it's equal to your first attack minus 5.
And then -5, yeah. Oh, there we go. I found it. Ha. Okay. And then I'm also looking up something else real quick.
A little sneak peek into the back. I have the basics pulled up. I just didn't want to have to open the tab.
Okay, this is the right book.
Oh no. He's going to try and hurt me with more damage. I don't want
Yes.
to be touched.
There we go. That's the one I want. Where
I will
is it?
tentacle you back, I swear. It's coming for you.
I hope it does.
No.
Trying to find.
Oh.
I'll go to the actual page. There we go.
He's bounced. Ooh.
Oh, never mind. I can't use this one right now because I already
Oh.
used the first attack.
Got you.
That is fine, but I'm trying to think. Yeah, I used a spring attack.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So that way I can break my movement up.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do another
Wait, hold up. You're
attack,
using
but
what? What ability?
feet spring attack lets me
Oh,
break up my movement.
you've already moved and pounced, which pounce is a full action.
Right, but I'm right. The pounce is my attack, my
Yes,
first attack.
but pounce
Yes.
is a full action. So you only get a pounce, and then because you got the pounce, you get the 2 rakes as the
Oh,
attacks. Yeah,
and I don't get the second attack. That's right.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause it's a
So
full
then I'm
action.
gonna move.
But
What
you
does
can't
his
move.
reach look like?
Full
Yes, I can.
action.
Spring
Yeah,
attack.
no, full action.
Pounce is
No,
It's
also
at my it's
perfect.
my feet. Lets me break up my movement. I move 15 feet first.
just spring
Spring
attack.
attack is a specific full out round action as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure it only works. Like you'd be able to bounce. If you would bounce forward using it, you could bounce back, but you can't use it with your pounce.
Well, pounce is technically a charge action, like
Yeah.
by definition. So like to do that, you would have to do basically you're trying to say you're doing 2 different full round actions simultaneously. Because spring attack is specific,
Yeah.
because there's upgrades
Oh,
to spring
okay.
attack that lets you do iterative attacks with it.
You have to. Yeah, you have to
Ah.
be able to move before and after the attack, which technically,
Okay, so the
since you did
pounce
something
basically
else,
takes all of my movement
Yeah.
and my attacks
correct,
together.
because
Okay,
it's a full action.
got it.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
benefit of pounce is that you get to do a full attack at the end of a charge.
Yeah, like 2 rakes.
yeah.
All right, perfect. As you slam into him, tearing at the creature's a body, pulling off bits of flesh, some of the sores that you seem to rip into kind of leaking down the creature, which kind of looks at you with this stain in its eyes, and you hear it cursing still in Goblin. Also, fun fact, yeah, they come from Hobgoblin rituals, so usually performed on fallen Goblin corpses.
I have no idea what it's saying.
No, I imagined as much. I didn't think you spoke Goblin.
Just Warwick yells at his face, "Damn Moonspeak!"
No,
As
I finish off my monologue.
it's true.
Embroidery hoops come in many flavors, though the basic circular wooden plastic ones are the most common.
That's fair. As the creature is up, and it's going to, well, since you're within its attacking range, it's going to grapple you, which means if I remember
Strength
right,
check.
yeah, let me double check just to make sure I got my list here. All
That's
right. All
And
right.
it actually should have disadvantage on that because it's trying to attack me while it's intimidated.
Yes. All right, so it's base
If for
attack.
some god awful reason it doesn't have improved grapple,
Yep.
Okay, it has improved.
I'm not saying anything if it does or not. It has tentacles.
If it doesn't have improved grapple or something that emulates it, then Wara gets to op attack it. And if Wara hits it with the op attack, he stops the grapple automatically.
I do have an improved feat that does make it so that you do not attack me again as an opportunity. Can confirm.
Okay.
However, I think my bonus might be not as hopeful as I had hoped. Yep. All right. All right. 30. Wara, what you're?
You have a disadvantage. You have to roll it twice.
That's right. So that is sorry. So that'll be a 28. Because disadvantage is -2. It's not like 5th edition.
Then I have to roll a nat 20.
Oof.
I did not roll a nat 20.
All right. As you find yourself grappled by the creature, as it pulls you in, rubbing its tentacles all across your face.
No.
They are poisonous. I do have to ask, are you poison immune?
Not to poison, no.
Cool. Can you give me a fortitude save? Not to poison.
Yes, I can.
All right, cool.
I'm better at fortitude saves than I am at grapples.
Damn you. Easily you succeed, buddy. Damn. Beat me by a
Yeah.
DC 10. Jesus. Okay. All right. I'm just double checking because I can't remember. Does grapple take up my full action?
No, it's a standard action.
Yeah, it is a standard action. Cool. I've got you grappled. Well, we're gonna beat you down. Cause I got claws and I got tentacles. And I got 2 claw attacks I can hit you with. So we're gonna do.
How many tentacles do you have?
Well, I have I have 2 tentacles and 2 claws. So
So 2 of them are in use.
correct. That's why I'm
because you're
using
grappling me.
claws.
Okay.
Which is why I'm only rolling twice. So 5. There we go. That is a 13 and a 6, and I rolled a net 1. That double confirm? Nope, but hey, recrit. Cool, thank you. Did not need it then. Does a 13
Yeah.
hit?
No.
Or as you kind of feel the claw smack against your shield on your arm, the creature seems to completely be unbothered as its tentacles kind of continue to hold you down. The ooze coming down, liquidating down onto you. But thankfully, as you pass the poison check, you won't be affected by this for the next 24 hours.
Oh my god, that's a long fucking poison.
Yeah, it is. However, what it was really, really bad. So, especially for Wara, because Wara doesn't have much intelligence to give. So,
Oh fuck, you die in 2 rounds.
but as the creature ends its turn, Wara and it kind of tangled up now into each other. Floor snap, you are up. Still about 65 feet away from the creature.
You know better than that right now, right? You know that's well within range.
Yeah.
Well, my nephew has done his job well. Congratulations, nephew. I'm proud of you.
Thank
Anyway,
you, Uncle.
how many of the little guys are nearby?
In the distance, about 3 of them. They don't. I mean, they look like average bone drinkers. There's nothing special about them.
Okay. I would like 3 will saves.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. Ba. Do I have a will? There it is. I gotta remember where everything is on a sheet. Alright. Now I roll well. 18, 22, and 25.
The 25 succeeds, the other 2 fail.
Okay.
So 2 of them just get picked up and launched at the bone drinker alongside, say 10 orbs.
Okay. That's just fucked up. Alright. Man's just Goku spirit bombing, but instead using corpses.
Indeed.
Ooh, excuse me.
3, 4, 4.
Yes, he plans the death of the creature. Jesus! Alright, where's my AC? Oh, shit, even with my increase... Actually, with my increased size, my AC goes down. Shit, wait a minute, actually. I mean, you hit me regardless, but, fuck. Yeah, none of those miss. Not a single one. Not a crit, though. Wow.
But not a 1 either, so...
No, yeah, I'll give it that. You
the
can
first 2 are
minus... Yeah, I was gonna say, you can minus 5 damage from each roll, but beyond that, yeah, go ahead and roll.
Oh, good. The first 2 are the creatures, so I don't know how much...
I will calculate.
I don't know how much they weigh.
Yeah. I've got my little calculator of my floor snap notes, don't worry. Let's see what he can do.
Oh yeah, it's 10d6.
Jesus Christ. I will say, these things don't weigh more than 100 pounds, so I'm not too worried about damage-wise. Alright, let me do my math here.
I already took the 5 off the top for you.
Yep, no, thank you. I appreciate that. So, in good news, for Nara, I'm still standing. In bad news, I'm definitely bloodied. As you watch, not only the orbs glittering from the light that is kind of coming down from the darkened sun or the darkened red sun overhead, have go careening towards this creature, but so do 2 of the unfortunate bone drinkers who are just kind of watching and waiting for their turn to drink. As They go careening as well, freaking out and screeching out in Goblin as they are in shock. The one left behind seems to screech out in ancient abyssal, yelling curse words at you that seem to do nothing as the creatures go flying towards the large beast, slamming into them. Wara, give me a reflex save to make sure you don't get hit with any like flying debris from the bones. Let's make sure Wara doesn't take any massive damage, as he
Yep.
was kind of underneath this thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, but would it be a disadvantage because I was grappled?
Yes, it would.
Okay, so my
-2.
reflex -2.
Yep. Wait, your reflex is a -2? Oh no.
No.
Oh, okay.
My reflex -2. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, oh my god, I'm going to kill you.
Well, I'm gonna kill
19.
him.
That's true. 19. Yeah, I'd say it's a succeed. At well, actually, let me double check something. Make sure there's no notes for a grapple check for that. Because I know I have to actually technically roll on the first. Actually, no, I have to roll on the first attack to maintain grapple. Once I'm hit. So regardless,
Do you?
yeah, to maintain
don't.
grapple. Or do I know it?
No, it's the start of
Only-
your round. You like
Oh,
roll
no,
to
yeah.
maintain your grapple, but it takes a standard action to
Yeah.
do it. So it like eats your standard action to do it, but you also get to do something alongside it.
I thought if you
Yeah.
were attacking. Oh no, there isn't anything about like if you attack the person who's grappling.
Yeah, theoretically,
I get to try and fight it when when it's my turn. I get to try and get out.
Yeah.
3.5 makes a distinction of like hitting people in a grapple combat with ranged weapons, as you have an opportunity to hit the other person,
Yeah.
which is a weird thing because like they're ranged attacks, but they're not like in a sense. They're like the telekinetic thrust is fucking weird.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
also-
see that. Go ahead.
Any, and I mean any forced movement on the person initiating the grapple or the person that is grappled breaks the grapple.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what? Really?
Yep.
I don't see that. Am I blind? Oh, let me
You are
see.
freeballing it.
Yes, I am. Well, I'll give you the success on the for the like saving for not taking damage on it. I'm just trying to see where it says because I don't see anything about taking damage while grappling. So yeah, well just to keep combat kind of moving smoothly for right now, we'll leave it as continued grapple for until your turn.
Yep.
Cool. All right.
And then
Yes.
for my second action.
Oh no, there's more. All right.
I want everybody to get to play. So I just kind of like motion and do 3 simultaneous grapples on the fucking the big bone drinker and the 2 small ones, and just kind of like lift them in the air.
Well, I can tell you the 2 small ones are dead that you threw at him. They
Oh,
didn't
never mind
have
then.
enough HP. Yeah, you scattered their bones.
Got it.
You
But
have
I
to
just
specifically.
Mhm.
There's an addendum on it. I was thinking of 3rd edition. In 3.5, they have to specifically be moved out of reach.
Got you. Okay. But yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I shall grapple or I'll use telekinesis to grapple the bone drinker. Just kind of like rip him away from Wara and like I don't know, make him make a Jesus pose. Why not?
All right. Well, I'm gonna resist you.
Go for it.
That is a strength check. Technically, I'm just checking what my modifier is. I don't think it's very high, unfortunately.
Well, it's the same thing as your grapple bonus. It is your grapple.
Oh,
like
that's
it is
true. That's true. That's a fair point. No, because I have improved grapple, so I guess I think that gives you a small bonus, doesn't it? Let me.
It should be included in the character sheet, but it's a +4 if it's not.
Then it's
Also,
plus
if
10 is
the
what I'm supposed to have. Go ahead.
Also, if the creature is a large creature, it also has bonuses to grapple.
Thank you. That is a good point. I forgot about that. So I just won't get my extra. Yeah. Okay. That's a 31. You're not pulling me off, Laura. He's my toy. I'm killing him. Even if I
got
have
some
to
bad
die to do
news.
so. No. Holy fuck. All right. Well,
Who's doing the Jesus pose now?
it was nice meeting you. All right. as the creature finds itself telekinetically grappled and pinned up into the air, basically as a prime target. The other bone drinker, the smaller one in the background, fully getting ready to run at the sight of this. He surviving this shit. He's not interested in being involved. That water's not worth it.
Yeah, I do pick up the second bone drinker, like that one bone drinker in the far background,
He's
and just
only,
gotta like, also I force him to bear witness to the stigmata.
he will resist.
All right, beat a 44.
Oh, I was so close to critting. Oh, that would have been nice. It wouldn't have helped, but yeah, it'd been nice. All right. Yep. Fair enough. Okay. He watches and bear witness the poor thing, still swearing in abyssal.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm partially. I just want to keep this one around because he speaks ancient abyssal, which I also do. But he could be fun to talk to.
yeah. He's a pet or a toy. All right.
He's become a pet.
Is that end Floor Snap's turn?
Yeah, I have one extra. I have one that I could like kill this thing with, but I feel like everybody should get to play. No, here go.
All right, you're up. Poor creature's been
Okay.
tortured. Good.
I'm gonna kind of take stock of this situation.
Mm-hmm. You look around. The bone drink,
Yeah.
the large one's floating in the air. The other one has been subdued, like a dog beaten down by floor snapping, and is being kept as a personal pet.
Yeah. How far away are they?
Well, since floor snap didn't technically move it closer, it is still 65 feet away from you, just floating about 30 feet off the ground in the air.
I see. Stupid thingy.
Nara flipping through her spell book. Well, floor snap maintains the spell,
30
which
foot
while
cone.
easy.
Okay.
Good.
Hmm.
Oh no, more thinking. All right, she like looks up and then goes back into the book, flipping more pages. Good. Yes.
If it's up in there's no point in me hitting it with my cone of slow.
No, it's near
Sadly.
death. Like this creature's like dead nearly.
Yeah. I kind of line up a shot with like my pinky finger,
Okay.
like one eye closed, tilt my head, and then my nostrils flare up, and then I just spew a line of acid at this creature.
Well, feel free to make an attack. I can't really run away.
It has to make a reflex saving throw, which
I
it's
can't because I'm
severely
grappled.
penalized.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, enjoy that.
Let me see. Can I make a reflex save while grappled?
Okay, it's one of the weird things in the rules. Yes, you can. The grapple condition does impose a -4 to your dexterity, so it'll be at a -2 penalty because like your dex drops. But you can theoretically make a reflex save while you're grappled.
Good news. That's my
just
dex
had a-
bonus, anyways.
Yeah, and you have a -2 because you're shaken still.
Yep. All right. So, well, that basically makes this a flat 0. Oh man!
Oh.
Wow! Now of all times.
Well, you
Take 14 acid damage.
Oh well, I'm still alive.
15. You round up on damage.
It's true. Well, you round up.
Oh,
depending on...
hey!
Yes.
God, I wish that meant that it recharged this turn, but I don't have the thing that reduces the countdown by 1.
Oh, not yet.
Just hit him again.
No.
No, I can't do that.
Oh.
I could acid splash it.
You could. Closer. Torturing this poor creature.
Pinata.
Torturing this poor creature on its last legs.
This thing drinks the bones of innocence. I don't think it's a poor creature at all.
I mean, yeah.
It's barely sentient and it wound up in hell.
It's got a 4 in intelligence.
14.
Like I said, it is barely sentient.
Hey, it's big enough.
Okay, I'm gonna make a ranged spell touch attack against the stupid thing.
All right. You're not gonna
I
believe this, but my
it's
touch is low.
It's even lower because
it's a
Dex
lot
bonus.
lower
I
now.
know. I know.
The
Well-
shaking doesn't
Oh,
affect
wow.
your armor, but it
No.
does.
But the dex loss kind of sucks. Yeah, that hurts.
I deal 1 more acid damage to it. And
Oh,
that's
that's
the
just
end of my turn.
that's just insulting. Okay.
Plink.
All right. As you end your turn, spewing out a huge amount of acid on the creature as it screams in goblin as its body begins to melt. The liquid ooze kind of coming down. Guara kind of rolling to the side to avoid the acid spray that came down below the creature, or dropped from the creature. As you kind of look up at it, the creature's still alive, screaming in horrible pain as it speaks in Goblin. And as you kind of spit out another little bit onto the creature's face, it screeches even louder as it still stands in pain. But it is still alive. Horribly so, but it is alive. All right, up to the top of the round of initiative. Unless Nari, anything else you want to do?
No, that's all I can do.
All right, Wara, 9 rounds left of raging. What would you like to do?
Uncle, can you bring it closer, like within 5 feet of me, please?
Sure. Or do you want to see how close to the heavens this thing can get?
I would like to slash it at least once before you teach it to fly.
All right.
You will have to lower it on your turn, though.
Yeah,
So I'm going to hold my action
All right.
entirely fair.
to beat the living shit out of it with my scimitar.
Okay. All right. It's up. It is going to try to resist. And by
It has-
resist, it is going to roll for something in a moment. It's let me check something though.
Got it. If it's just trying to break out of the grapple, it's got to break a 42 before I even have to roll.
Does it have somatic? It doesn't require material. Oh, it does require. Fuck! I can't do my escape. Fuck! Shit!
Well, you can't. Well, you can. You have to do the concentration check even.
Well, I can't do a spell that has somatic components when I'm grappled. So I can't do my spell that I was gonna do, that I had set up as a gag in the background for it. Shit. Okay, so we're just gonna go with what it was gonna do. I'm checking something. Do I have any? No, I have nothing special. You've got me stuck in the air, so I can't get anywhere near anyone.
There's an epic level spell that I think Floor Snap is the inspiration behind. It's called Nailed to the Sky.
Oh God. All right. So let's go. We're gonna fight one more time. There we go.
I consumed one of its criticals, so
26.
I consumed its only critical.
Let's see you beat me on that. Come on.
Okay.
I don't think you can do it, Floor Snap. 26 is pretty high. To fuck. Could have rolled in that one. You know, there was a chance.
Unfortunately, it's a straight check, so that it doesn't follow that other rule.
Shit. Can I do anything else? No, I think it's one check per check. All right. Well, that ends my turn.
Well, you could try again.
I could. You know what? Well, let's screw it. Let's go for it. Let's see. I'm still shaking, so it's only gonna be a plus 14. But if you roll in that one, I'm gonna win here. Oh man! Speaking of which, Jesus Christ! Come on, give me that nat one. I'm a gambling man. Oh shit! All right. Well, with a 47 against a 16, somehow you managed to keep the creature stuck in the air, posed like Jesus, as you put it. As it continues to curse you and your cow, as well as your loved ones in Goblin. Ending its turn. Exactly.
It's on you, cow.
Alright, Floor Snap, what would you like to do?
I gently lower him to the earth. Oh, sorry. Here, I can do this to roll to maintain the grapple.
Please do. I might succeed. Oh my god. Well, it's only fair. Yeah, I got a good roll. I'll take that. 28 against a 50. Yeah, I got a shot there one day. I just got a crit, and you got a, nat 1. All right. Yeah, as you lower him down, as he kind of like pulls and tries to break free. There's nothing there though to pull away from that he can see. As the creature continues swearing in Goblin as he lowers himself down, seemingly saying something about Wara. You can't tell as his attention changes towards Wara. But all right. I assume with that, well, technically, since Wara will activate his turn after you, Floor Snap, because of that. Is there anything
Yep.
else you'd like to do?
Oh, sorry. Technically, I have to do this as well.
What?
The little guy.
Oh,
Oh, you rolled a 1.
you did roll 1. Let's see if I can roll decently. This one doesn't have the downside. Fun fact. Same bonus though, which well, that didn't roll. So, yay! I didn't roll in that 20 I needed. But the creature, as you roll, and you do roll in that 1, the creature does break free for a moment. However, it's not its turn, so it can't start running away yet.
Oh, that was just to maintain it. I'll grab it again.
All right. Oh, please don't grab me again. No. I will tell my people. This will be technically, because you've moved the one guy, and then this was to maintain. This will be to redo your secondary action, just to keep that in mind.
Yep. I wasn't going to take a secondary action anyway.
Okay, fair enough. Fuck you! Stay away. Get another net 1. Come on. Oh, shit. All right. Now, as he turns, excitedly ready to run, he feels himself once more grabbed like a cat trying to escape a toddler.
You're like, no.
You're mine now. We're going someplace. No! All right. As you, I assume, end your turn at that Floor Snap with your new pet.
Yep.
All right. Wara, you're up for your held action. Or held turn, rather.
You can find them at most craft stores.
Oh no. I don't want to die at a craft store. 40 hits.
Let's see.
That's a crit with a scimitar.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
18
Oh.
20.
Oh shit, go ahead and roll you can roll for your confirmation. Let's see what you got, laddie. Nope, alright.
Nope.
Cool, so don't
Just 3 times?
Yeah, it's just your normal bonus, basically.
Well, it's 10 plus
3 times.
22.
That's 32. That's a 32 on that roll.
Oh
Pretty
shit,
sure
wait a minute.
confirms.
That does hit over my AC. Yeah, no, you're right. It does confirm. You just don't get the lop off roll. So yeah, you get the crit confirm. All right. Let's so you can. Oh, what was it? I gotta find my old roll. Shit, it's been so long since we've had someone actually crit confirm something. I've had someone crit fail. What was it? Double the dice?
Mine
or
just
double
says
damage?
I multiply the damage times 3.
Yeah. Well, yes, because each weapon has a thing, but I have my own unique rule on top of that. No, that's to confirm the crit. Yeah, so that's right. Never mind. No, it's just times 3. You're fine. Ignore me.
Oh, you're fucked.
14
Because I maxed out the damage,
times
which makes
3.
that 42 damage.
How would you like to do this, Wara?
Are scimitars times 3 crit?
Yes, they are.
Times 2. We
Yeah,
have an
they're
18 to
times
20.
2.
I thought you just had a special one from Vicaret or something.
I mean, it is a special one from Vicaret, but it's not a high crit.
Let's see. Yeah,
Then
it
It's
I
is
just
must
a
have copied it
regular
very correctly.
scimitar.
Yeah, correct. It is times 2. Yep.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous
Okay,
if they
so it'd
18 to
be
20 with
28.
times 3.
28 points
So it's
damage?
28 damage.
How would you
Yes.
like to do this?
Simple, straight, lop the head off.
As Wara, with his peaceful rage, cleanly cuts through the creature's head like a well-practiced executioner. Not a single droplet of blood, not a single hesitation. Like a perfect instrument of battle. The head drops to the ground in one smooth action as Wara puts away his blade. As the body goes limp, The spell scene or the grippling or grippling the grippling
Grappling.
spell grappling spell. Wow. The grappling spell seems, or the telekinetic seems to lose grip, and the creature's body falls completely into the sand. The ooze-like liquid seems to, for a moment, glow from where the creature was drinking, and then seems to go back to being as it was a moment ago. The other bone drinker, still being held like an unfortunate cat, is struggling with all of its will to run away from you as well as that whatever is at that watering spot.
Maintaining eye
I'm gonna
contact as I approach it.
Okay.
I'm gonna also approach. I'm gonna just to scare it. I'm gonna get a running hop and I'm gonna fly over. I have 150-foot fly speed. I'll land behind it and then I'll just exhale a cloud of slow on it. It has to make a DC 18 fortitude save.
Ooh. All right. Let's
As I see my uncle walking, I start walking as well, but stay 30 feet in front of my uncle towards that creature.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. As it
Uh,
fails. All right.
Yeah. So let me check my age categories real fast.
Please kill it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 d6 plus 1d6. Okay. 1d6 plus 5. He is slowed for 7 rounds. He can only take 1 action per turn. His speeds are halved.
I don't
What are
think
the
his
other
speed
effects
was
of
a big
slowed?
deal at this point, unfortunately.
No, this is entirely just to be a dick to him.
That's fair. As you breathe the spell down, the magic kind of enveloping the creature as it does, the Bone Drinker continuing to swear in Abyssal as you guys encompass around it.
It takes a -1 penalty on attack rolls, AC, and reflex saves.
Got you.
Um,
I am still raging.
Yep. The creature just kind of continues to curse. Is there anything you're gonna do here, Mr. Floor Snap, with your new pet?
Yeah, I maintain eye contact the entire time that I like unhurriedly stroll towards it.
Okay.
I just make sure it understands that it's just fucked. Beyond the shadow of a doubt.
Okay.
I lean down,
Mm-hmm.
down on one knee, and just kind of respond to it in ancient abyssal and says, "Bend the knee, or I will show
Yeah,
you
and-
pain."
every so often, I just breathe another slow on it just to tell it that I have infinite slow breaths that are 30-foot cones.
Thank you, Nara.
Literally just to dick this, literally just because this is amusing to me.
As you say this, Floor Snap, the creature looks at you, and as it looks at you, it seems to give a strange smile, almost eerie on the creature's face, and it goes, "No," in primitive abyssal, and continues and goes, "Kill me. Do it."
Cut a square of fabric slightly larger than your hoop.
Ah, you want to escape this place, don't you?
You are too weak to be my master, no matter what you think.
All right. If I'm so weak, escape. I hold my finger right in front of it and be like, "Drink my bone. Come on, do it."
Creature makes no movement.
That's what I thought.
It just stays quiet and stares at you.
Well, I give you the choice of life or death.
Mm.
Now you shall become an experiment. I just hoist it up with the telekinetic and just start throwing it as far and as high as I physically can into the stratosphere.
All right. Give me a strength check. Let's see how far this creature is going.
Well, I got a very direct way of doing it. So you can make me 2 will saves and to begin with, because I can just throw him 800 feet into the air to where he's just at the edge of my range, and then throw him again with the telekinetic throw.
Oh no. Alright, let's see what I can do here. Let's see. That is 17 and 23.
They both fail.
Ooh, oh no.
So he is now just jettisoned 1,600 feet into the air.
Alright. And are you gonna be letting him go just to see what happens?
Well, I have to let him go at that point because he's well beyond my telekinetic range because that's
Okay.
the max range I can throw him at that point. Because like I throw him to like the very edge of the range, and then at the tippy top I just throw him again the
Okay.
max distance I can. So he's just that's it. He's gone.
As he vanishes into the clouds, you all see the skies, a blackened, like, almost, not darkness, but just almost as if the night sky was slightly grayed, kind of constantly over you, with a continuous slight sunshine from a red sun that seemed to orbit around the area. Um, Seems to kind of almost like water trickle and move, creating waves from where the bone drinker flies into the sky, vanishing completely from sight into the substance. And after a few moments, the sky settles back down.
I learned something new today.
I
He's
end
also
my
Floach.
rage,
You end your rage, okay? He
and
is
I
still
tell my
sleeping.
uncle,
Mhm.
I think you threw him out of hell.
Nah, he's
Yes.
probably in a different circle.
As the party turns, starts heading towards town, and in a far, far distance, some adventurers enjoying some marshmallows and s'mores suddenly see as a skeleton comes flying down, charred bones smacking into the ground about 20 feet from them, wondering what the hell just happened.
Oh my god, I actually did.
As we cut back to the party heading back to town, and we're gonna end session there for today. We thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed. And as always, we'll see you guys next time. Ciao for now. Take care. I don't know. I'm still working on it.